5, 6, 7. So let's very quickly start by rolling a d7. See who gives us the recap for last session. And with a 6, it looks like Miari.
Yeah,
Miari wasn't here. Miari wasn't here.
Miari wasn't here, so looks like I have to roll a d6. I forgot. A 3 would be 1, 2, 3. Hey, Gridman. I'll give you your 5 minutes to get ready.
Hey, sorry, I'm still teaching my students, so maybe around 10 minutes.
Lols. Okay. Ooh. Teach them while telling us the recap of this session.
I wish I could multitask that way, but I can't.
That's okay, don't worry about it. Okay then. Anybody else want to do the recap or should I reroll? I'll reroll, I guess.
No one wants to just reroll the session.
Numbers
If I
will
remember
numbers will
everything.
get smaller and smaller only, so it just depends. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, Victoria.
Okay, right, my turn. Okay, so what happened last week is we took care of after we took care of the Stone Cold Reavers, we left one of them alive, and we essentially asked her to join us for the time being because going back down to like the Sword Coast is pretty much suicide right now, especially with a live dragon in the area. So we spent the night in the main, like kind of like the initial fortress area, and then we kind of sneaked over. The next day we sneaked over to the other side, kind of rummaged around, took a look at some things, kind of got the lay of the land, and we were attacked by those stupid mosquito things again. And when we went up to the second floor, we were attacked by what are they called again? Ice mephits, like these icicle creature things.
Yep.
Yeah, we got attacked by icicle creature things, and so we were fighting those for a while, and then suddenly, dun dun dun, Cryobane was there, and it was an all-out. It was like a slugfest and a half. Yes, we did get cold breath, and the cold breath took out me, Lloyd, and Atreus all at the same time. Just bang, one shot. But not before I managed to just, not before some clutch plays. But overall, we did manage to slay it with Biff's lucky shot, and yeah, that guiding bolt will probably be the most legendary thing in this campaign.
We'll see. Go after this. Well, you guys decide what you want to do. So, let us take us all back to Icespire Hold. So, as the dragon just roars its last roar, falls its 40 feet all the way down towards the top of the just lands hard on top of the tower, and with that, combat is over, and all around you the blizzard slows down. You see the mist start to like dissipate a little bit, and your view clears all around you as the blizzard dies down. It is still cold up here. The weather is still extremely quite cold, but you definitely don't feel the strong winds and the snow that was buffeting against you earlier. And with that, everyone, as you stand, did I give you all XP already last session?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're waiting now.
So I guess the most important thing is how much XP do you got. All together, with Varen's help as well, is... Give me 1 second.
she didn't help at all. To be
Oh,
completely
sure,
honest.
sure, yes. She didn't fire twice or 3 times or 4 times at the dragon. No, she didn't. How much are these guys get? So altogether it's 1, 2. Okay, sure. Divided by 8 of you guys. Everyone gets 1,500 XP.
Whoa. That
Quite a
is
bit.
brilliant.
For killing Cryovane and
I
finally
don't
getting
get
rid-
right.
No, you get it as well. You were in the first part of the battle. Oh no, wait. Oh no, wait. You get the sorry. You only get the Stone Cold Reverse one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, since you weren't here for any part of the. I thought it would like cross over to this session, but apparently not. So.
Oh, but you still get the one from the fight. What was it? The previous fight.
Yeah, the Stone Cold Reverse, the 929.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get that.
Okay.
The White Dragon Man is once and for all. So, other than that, you guys are standing on top of the roof. Ice walls all around you, still slowly like melting. Even in this cold weather, you can see these walls are magically made of some sort as they start to dissipate into the ground. But in the middle of all this lies what seems to be an instrument stuck in the ice. What you guys like to do?
I guess if it's like the most conspicuous thing around, you just kind of just approach it, right? It's like, okay, you see it. Is it like embedded in the ice?
Yes, it is embedded in the ice, but it is slowly melting away right now, so it's a lot easier, you think, to get it than it was like when it was right in the center of it.
Alright, I kind of like call out for Lucifer. It's like, Lucifer, your thing's right here.
Yeah, sure. One firebolt until it hit.
Alright.
Impatient art, yeah.
It takes you about a minute or two with like a couple of firebolts, but eventually the ice melts around it enough for the item to fall out. And it looks a little something like this. This two-pronged instrument definitely does not look like a kitchen utensil of any sort or dining one, but has a wooden handle, and you can see like the metal part of it, that's the prongs. There's like a slight bluish hue to it, and you thought at first it's from the ice, but it looks like the ice is actually getting the bluish hue from that bluish metal top part. So, who's picking it up?
Yes, I will. I'll just kind of like scoop it up, and it's like, well,
Yep.
this is what we came here for.
You hold on to it, nothing happens, yeah?
Yeah. I kind of like inspect it for a bit, and I just want to like kind of.
You've never seen one up close before, but if you've ever heard the term of a tuning fork, it kind of looks something like that. A two-pronged instrument. Looks very archaic and arcane in nature, in fact.
Yeah. I just kind of like hold it gingerly, and I kind of just look around for Lucifer. It's like, well, buddy, all yours, bud. This is how I get home. Don't lose it.
Alright.
Yep. So I hand it off to Lucifer.
Right. As you take
And now we go to the corpse of the dragon.
So what are you doing
Oh,
with the
why
corpse?
dragon here?
As it lies there, it's not breathing at all. Its inside scattered open from the fall. It looks like it took a pretty hard fall on the side, and it kind of like cracked open its skull and its neck. It's just kind of lying there dead, looking to you, its tongue lying outwards.
I think it's dead, man. Are we? Should we try and then harvest whatever's left of him?
I
Do you
do.
want me to stab it again?
No, I
Try
don't.
to-
It might be useful. It might be valuable. So maybe we don't want to destroy the merchandise or something. That sounds bad, but it is what we're doing now, isn't it?
Yeah, I like to keep mementos of dragons.
Because I heard like
Useful.
you. Because also I heard you guys like had like a big loot of dragon once upon a time, and then you will try to sell them. Maybe you could do that too for
Oh my
this
god!
one.
Yeah, you know, as long as the person that's
Sorry,
selling them
you're
doesn't
killing
lose it like
me.
the previous person, then it should be fine.
How's
You're killing me.
Have you been looking to our archives?
I have like a
Oh,
I have
no.
like a
I think I've read
PTSD
through
flash. I
the
was like,
script or something.
You can
Also,
sell Falcon.
7,600
Yo.
gold gone in an instant.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gone.
really? 7,000?
Dude,
7,000 gold?
More than
that
It was
episode
worth
gave
of
me
butts.
PTSD. It was worth a
Oh.
shitload, and it was gone. Gone.
Duh! You leave dragon parts in the middle of the street.
No
Who do you
reason
think
to.
will not take them?
I have no idea why. It's so weird.
Yeah,
Things just happen that
totally.
way.
Yeah, I know, right?
But now you all know
Okay.
it's in fact somebody was sabotaging you deep down inside.
Maybe.
No,
Anyways,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
So yeah, I think probably, maybe if I could pull out the great axe that I got from the other room, just kind of like start hacking away
Oh really?
at some of the.
Are you
the-
alright, ma'am? Should I do that? Because I might be better in survival. I don't know.
yeah. Or like,
Can I help him like with a pickaxe or something?
Sure. So somebody make me a survival check with both assistance advantage.
okay, I will pass the check off to Biff. Wow.
All right.
Assistant.
57.
So 27.
Yeah.
This harvesting goes a lot better than the previous time you tried to
Oh,
harvest
net 20.
beast, like the spider. So this is what you get. Get ready to write a whole bunch of shit down.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Firstly,
now.
Actually, I was panicking because I reformatted my PC over the last weekend, and all my notes from last week disappeared. But luckily,
Do we have
luckily
stuff?
Josh.
Oh, because we already put it down. You
I
already wrote it
don't
down.
know.
Josh-
I mean, somebody else
No,
should be
Josh-
taking notes besides one person in this entire party.
No, Josh wrote it down in the chat, so I managed to pick it up again from the chat. So
Oh, you mean the roll 20 history chart will appear one, man?
Yeah,
Yes, if
you
you look
roll-
back at it all
Yeah.
the way, yeah,
yeah,
have to
it
open it
logs
up.
all the chat. Yeah.
it logs.
So okay. So
Okay, anyway,
don't worry, I haven't lost it. So it's still there. So now, okay, I'm ready to write. Let's go.
Okay.
Here we go.
First things first, you get 2 horns.
2 horns.
Yep, each horn, roughly worth, you think about 96 gold.
96 PP each.
Yeah, this one you have to write because it's very specific. The tongue itself, worth about 41 gold. Oh no, let's do.
Wow.
Let's just put that aside. Let's do all the non-perishables here first. All the stuff that like will
Yeah,
last forever.
okay.
Okay, so
Yeah,
the horn is one of
non-perishable.
them. The horn is one of them. The claws as well.
Claws.
Claws you will get. Roll me 2d10s.
D10.
Mm-hmm. So you get
right.
9 claws.
9 claws.
Roll me another. This would be 2d8s.
2d8. Yeah.
Okay, so altogether you find 9 claws, 7 teeth. Each one, even the teeth inclusive, is like 27 gold.
So claws and teeth in total are 27?
Each one would be.
Oh,
Each
wow,
teeth
okay.
and each claw. So altogether it's like 16 pieces there. You can count it as 27 altogether there. But teeth and claw separate lah. You have the skull as well, as you managed to carve that out. You'll get 44 gold for that.
Oh, 44. Okay.
Okay, this is the scales. So roll me.
Scales.
Two. This would be 2d20s, please.
2d20. Ooh.
Alright, a good amount. So altogether you find 26 scales that are usable. The rest have all either like broken off or completely unusable thanks to the battle that you guys had. Quite a bit, and each scale would be roughly about 68 gold pieces.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's good.
Alright,
Can
those
we
are
make an
all-
armor out of the scales?
You can technically do so. You have heard stories of it, yes. So I'll say yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, scales. Okay, done already. So this is all the non-perishables. Now the perishables, the tongue,
Okay.
and all these other things will perish within 5 days. So So you have the tongue for 41. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we go. Liver.
Oh my
38.
gosh.
Yeah. 38. No
38.
pieces.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 eyes.
Wait.
Each one.
Two-
Each
two
one 27.
eyes. Wait, how much?
27. Each one. Each
27.
eye. Yeah. 1 heart. 342.
1 heart. Oh my gosh.
1 dragon.
heart.
White dragon gizzard. 247.
Is
It's the
247.
gizzard, right? Usually when they digest, they like sort of digest food
Kind of. Yes, I would say.
or
so.
the stomach.
Yeah, not really the stomach, but
Is
I
there
would say
anything?
the gizzard should be like the gill
Yeah.
area, like the throat area. I think, I'm not sure. But the Draconis fundamentum, which is the cold sac, it's what you've managed to extract quite nicely with that 27 for it. You cut away nicely at it, and you remove the entire sac. This sac will last for 3 days, thanks to its main creature dying. So it's already died. Yeah, but it will last for 3 days. And this entire thing will cost about 1,041 gold.
Wow.
Mhm.
God damn.
As
Alright.
for the weight of
Get
these
back quick.
Wings.
As for the weight of these items, the Dragon's
Oh,
Fundamentum itself is about 50 pounds. Gizzard is heart, eyes, liver, each individually 10 pounds. The scales themselves, roughly about 1 pound each. Skull itself is 10 pounds. I say the scales, teeth, and claws each about a pound each. Yeah. The tongue itself, 5 pounds. The horns each are 5 pounds. Also, Biff, since you rolled so high or low, Biff?
Ooh, high. Always better high. Oh, damn it.
Biff, as you dig through what seems to be like the uterine sac of this creature, you find a small roundish oval like stone, and as you remove it, it looks to be about the size of say about 1.5 feet, 2 feet maybe, roundish, looks almost like a stone egg. As you remove it, and coming out of the dragon, you see at one side, it is completely cracked inwards.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
Looking
Oh my
inside the
god.
crack, looking inside the crack itself, there is just like this greenish yellowish goo. It looks like it's kind of broken in thanks to the shells cutting into the yolk and all that. But it is still quite solid itself, this egg. Just kind of like putting the hardened part of the eggshell just to cover that part again. You technically still have an egg, but it looks like it's been at least destroyed, you think.
oh man.
I don't have mending. Does anyone have mending?
Mending will not fix this because this is a creature, not an object.
I
Cure
don't
wounds,
think
cure wounds. Can I try
That's
to arrange it and just try to
You
cure
try
wounds
to
it?
cure wounds it, but this creature is no longer alive to receive this cure wounds.
Oh.
Yeah, like
I mean, you could
maybe-
mend the shell. The shell could probably go back together, but it would definitely not bear any living creature inside it. That's for sure.
It'll be a nice
And it
trophy
would
piece.
probably rot inside the shell as well over time if you leave it. So
but it's
roughly-
dead or anyways. It's dead anyways.
Yeah, it's dead anyway. Whatever creature was inside this thing, if it was there to be any, even if you were to eat the egg right now, it wouldn't taste very good, you think? It's kind of spilled out into the guts of the creature. Looking at it though, its initial cost would have easily been in the 6,000s and above.
Oh.
But right now, it could barely be worth about 100 to 500, you're not sure, depending how this egg is preserved.
Oh my god, with a knife, it's almost one. I could have it intact. Fuck.
Yeah. Like broken, you've heard before like broken eggshells and like parts of a dragon eggshell like can get like around 100 or so gold. But other than that, you're not so sure how much you can get for this. And the egg
Well-
itself is also about this is about 10 pounds. Yes.
I think the most surprising thing about this is like She's a female? She's a she? Oh no!
It's the she.
It's
We
a
have
she!
killed her mother.
I know!
Is it
I
worth it?
know!
Is it worth it, Victoria?
No, should we-
I know. It is.
Feel bad about it, man.
Look,
We kill a mom. We kill a mom. Maybe that's why she was attacking all of the people, because she wants to give it to the mom, to the baby.
well,
She was a
I'd rather.
Mm. Oh well, I'll keep it. I'll take
Well,
it. Should we
like-
should we maybe bury the egg inside this mountain of snow? We can only sell it for 100, I think. Anyways,
I say. So basically, it's just like goop on the inside, right? It's basically like a broken egg in the.
The yolk
I
is
mean,
smashed inwards. Yeah, the greenish
Yeah.
yellow yolk, it's smashed inwards.
maybe we
Yeah.
can eat it to like honor the little guy thing.
Ugh.
I would advise eating a dragon's egg. It
Um,
doesn't sound very smart idea to do so.
But
I know, but you know, it's for the dragon. I think it's for the lady dragon.
Also, I'll say that bit of cutting is a lot of work. That will probably have taken you easily 20 minutes to half an hour.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
So-
Oh
the
wait,
rest of you
before
guys-
we do that, does anyone? Should I heal anyone while I have that thing up? That's fine. I won't do it.
Nah, it's fine. It's alright.
Okay.
I think we're mostly alive anyway.
Alright. So,
I
Anyways.
have 50 good berries, anyways. If anyone wants.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. So I kind of just like remarked like, wow, that's a large haul we got here. And I kind of just look at the egg and like, let's figure out what everyone wants to do with the egg. All right. Let's just bring it over, right? With all the other things, guys.
So you cut
guys.
off the stomach and see what's inside.
Oh, actually, yeah. I mean, the thing is that well, the gizzard is different from the thing,
yes,
right?
that's correct.
So
The stomach you can't really harvest because it's a huge sack with like acid inside, and it smells
ooh,
bad.
okay, probably
Usually, it
yeah,
smells bad.
not a good idea.
Usually, what it digests is inside, but you can totally try to open it up if you want.
Oh. Stand behind, guys.
I highly caution
Alright, let me
against.
do it. This is my business.
Is it because of her?
Ah,
It just wants confirmation. I think.
what do
You
you
can
think?
do it,
Vic?
Mr. Lloyd. You can do it, Mr. This is fine. I don't think I don't think she can feel anything now, so it should be okay. She's okay now.
Yeah. Look,
Is it possible for Silene to survive being eaten?
There's acid inside.
bro.
Who knows?
No.
Uh,
What do you want to do, guys?
I kind of just look at Lloyd. I'm like, I just kind of like lean the great axe against like a melting part of ice, and I just walk away with all the other stuff, and it's like I didn't see anything.
You, Mr. Lloyd.
I didn't see anything.
Alright.
Maybe something. Who knows? Mm.
Lloyd, if you-
Okay.
I didn't say anything. All right, you go do what you want or need to do. But as far as I'm concerned, she's gone.
Hmm.
Right, and like I'll just give it to you straight. Like I probably would have needed her or something, but I'm trying to accept the fact that shit like this happens.
Well, I guess I understand. I mean, yeah, it's not worth it to risk you guys for this. Maybe. Well,
why is it
Viv
risky?
did taught me that about accepting what has happened, and I think
I did.
don't
Yes,
really
I
need to
did.
know. I don't really need to know anymore. It's just a matter of curiosity now, I suppose, and it's not worth it. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is it going to be risky? What is it
Well,
risky?
the thing
What?
is,
Yeah,
if
I
you
mean,
cut
the
open,
acid.
if you cut open
Yeah.
the stomach, there's
Acid
bound to be
might
acid. in
spill
there.
and hurt
Ah, I
people.
see.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
just
I-
a survival check. You'll be fine if you make a very high survival check.
I'll help
I,
you.
I,
Do you
I,
want
I won't.
I'll help you.
Do it!
Oh my
Mira's like, do it!
Oh my god.
Do it.
Oh my-
Do it.
So I'm rolling, Cheryl. I'm rolling.
Yeah,
Oh my
sure, do it. Roll
God.
me survival as you cut open the stomach.
I'm gonna die.
35.
Oh my god.
Miari, are you sure you want to stand that
Will
close?
will we like be hurt badly?
Miari, are you sure you want to stand that close? You're about 10 feet away from Biff right now.
I'm going very close to Victoria.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so make me a survival check. Okay, 25. No worries. As you cut it open, the acid inside it's almost like a sludge as it kind of slides out towards the side. None of it really
Oh
touches
sense.
you,
God.
but
Makes sense.
this misshapen shape oozes outwards in front of you, with reddish hair, this kind of reddish armor on her, and you do recognize the body. Definitely not the face anymore, but the body looks like a female. And about
It's
half
the,
of
it's the lady, Mr. Lloyd. It's the lady that you said that you had the vendetta
Oh.
against.
God. Oh boy.
Yes.
She's not alive, I think. I don't know. Should I
Um,
check if she's alive?
Would you like to make a medicine check?
Jesus. Dude.
I just like
Medicine
put my.
check?
I
Medicine
don't know
check.
much about people.
Medicine check, man. Biff,
I have.
you're the
Oh my
healer,
god. I
right?
do
Hey,
have.
rolling pretty well today. Okay, so
I know.
Yeah, dude.
I
she's
know.
definitely dead, Biff. It looks like there's no life in her eyes. You don't hear a heartbeat. She's neither moving nor breathing.
Oh.
Those are pretty good indicators of aliveness.
No. I'll say. Oh no, she's still. Mr. Lloyd, I think she's still alive. If you stab him one last time, she'll be dead for sure.
All right. I pick up one of the. Wait.
She's still breathing a
I have a
bit.
magic weapon, right? My halberd. And I stab at her.
You stab at her. No reaction as you remove.
There's
the
no
blade.
response, right?
Yeah.
He died. She died. You
There's
did
barely
it,
any.
Mr.
Like you
Lloyd.
pull out the blade, there's no blood coming out as well. It looks like the juices out of her has been like kind of sucked dry. Her corpse looks like covered in goo, but her insides look dry.
Yes. I guess she has returned to the cycle of nature.
You did it.
Right. I'll say make me an
man.
investigation
Karma.
check as well. As you do that, Lloyd.
Okay, I need to go right now. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll be back. Maybe in
Okay.
50 minutes.
15 minutes. Okay,
Can
so in that
somebody
case,
roll for me first? Yeah.
sure. Can somebody
Investigation.
play
I can
Lloyd?
roll for him.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, I got him. Investigation.
So with 14, yeah, definitely quite dead. But not only that, she doesn't have any weapons or her equipment on her, but definitely sees her clothes underneath as she stabs. Like he pulls out what seems to be like a hard plating underneath her clothes, and as he looks, she's actually wearing what seems to be a half plate. That even though with all the acid that's been digesting her and the rest of her items have been kind of like digested away, this item still remains quite like full. You can definitely see the rivets on it, the etchings on it still there. It looks like it's still in good condition.
Well, ugh. But like we're talking kind of like an eaten, dried, gooey, like it's attached to a dry, gooey, half digested corpse, basically.
Not only that, underneath the armor, you spot what seems to be a hidden, like, not say hidden, but it's just underneath a half plate armor, small pouch, a brown pouch, also covered in that goo. And the pouch looks like it's been like half eaten away. It looks like the shiny things hidden underneath like the cloth of the pouch.
Okay.
How heavy is her corpse?
Less than 50, 60, less than, I'll say by now, less than 50 pounds, yeah.
That's a lot of stuff gone.
I'm gonna stab it with my javelin and try to lift it up
You
with
try
my
to stab it,
javelin.
lift
I
it
don't
up.
want
Sure,
to
make-
touch it. I don't want to touch it.
Sure, make me an athletics check.
Athletic
I
check.
will pick it up with my javelin and assist.
Yeah.
Sure, you have advantage on it, I
So-
guess.
Sorry, do I know that if it's going to hurt us, the goo, I think?
Oh no, right now? No, as long as it's not touching the one that's inside the stomach, it should be fine.
So the goo isn't harmful actually.
Yeah. It's only over a long
It's
period
kind of-
time.
And then While they're trying to, and then they're just like, it's fine, I can do it. I'll just pick it up myself.
Alright, you start picking up the
With
body.
my own hands, I guess.
It's start gooey. The acid or sludge or whatever it is, like the digestive juices, just go on your hands, brownie sludge, as you kind of like pull her across the ground. But she's light enough for you to pick up, no problem.
Okay, I can do it, Mr. Atreus.
Are you sure?
Yeah, she's fine. The glue is fine. I'm a nature guy. I should know.
Okay.
I do
don't wanna
worry
touch it.
sometimes about you, Biff.
I don't want to
I
touch
stabbed the
it.
thing just now. It's fine. It's okay.
You see Biff actually, after like that surgery of removing all those guts and gizzards, Biff is actually covered entirely in dragon blood right now. Just completely like purple and red.
Yeah. It's like he looks like a seasoned surgeon or something, and he's like, well,
Like those,
like this
those
is all
war
the
veterans,
garbage
like
that
those
came inside.
medics in the battlefield kind of thing.
Yeah. Medics on the battlefield. I'm like, okay, all right. Let's go back inside for a bit.
Oh, by the way, you remember that I told you about there's like some sort of underground thing happening, like a basement thing? Should we check it out?
Oh, the basement thing. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Let's scout out the
Okay,
basement before we leave,
Okay.
just to kind of round out this place. Anyways,
Okay,
just set her inside here, and maybe we can just pile up all the bodies with the dragon.
No, I can pick him up. I can pick her up.
Yeah, we want to just shake her
fine.
out of the armor first. Just let
You guys-
let the
Yeah. You guys walk past Vera,
Yeah.
who just looks at you all carry the body of her previous leader. Just kind of steps away from it.
Yeah.
She just turns around and starts puking off the side.
yeah.
Are you
Definitely
okay,
want to
man?
turn away for this one.
How
you
can
okay,
you
man?
guys deal? And she just starts puking.
But I thought this was the life that you chose. This was going to be you.
I didn't
I don't get it.
I didn't expect to see the remains of people after it being eaten.
Oh, sorry, but you were just trying to kill them. That's it. You just didn't think that you were going to see dead people.
Are you guys used to this? And she kind of just looks around towards you and the rest of you.
Trust me, we do more with corpses than you ever think we would. And he sniggers and walks past away.
We are the baddies.
And Farron just wonders to herself whether she has not joined a worse group than the previous.
Oh my god.
And then I'll cast prestidigitation beside her ear, and then like a slight whisper, I'll remember you.
She just runs all the way to the back of the tower, just like hides there, and crouches down.
Oh, ma'am, you probably want to come with us. It's probably not a good guy. I did. You see all the cops around.
Okay.
She's look, Biff, just go easy on her. She's not used to this, alright?
Oh, yeah, I thought she was because she was in that group, and that group
I
kills
don't think-
people. That's weird. I just
But
think that's weird.
I guess they're not used to this. I kind of just like gesture at kind of like a desiccated corpse, basically like half dissolved, like nothing. Versus like all just think about like, okay, when we
Yeah, I think she
Yeah.
get used to. I get used to after like a day with you guys, so it's probably fine.
I don't want to get used to
Yeah.
this.
Never killed anyone before.
Yeah, I hope you don't get used to this either. I haven't. Anyways, so yeah, we try to just slurp off the armor and the pouch that you mentioned just now.
So armor looks pretty good. Definitely made out of something different from regular iron and steel. It's kept its condition very well. Other than that, the other metals on her, like the weapons and stuff, looks like they've either rusted or been eaten away. The gold, however, in that pouch, as you open it, still remains intact, about 100 gold pieces of it.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Other than that, all her weapons, armor, equipment looks like even her like parts of her clothes, like the metal buckles, looks like they've been eaten, rusted away.
So you said it was half plate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, half plate. So yeah, we just kind of take it.
Judging by its
How much gold again?
100 gold pieces. Yeah. Judging by the way it looks, definitely looks better than regular half blade.
Magical, perhaps?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. If anything, let's kind of get things back in order. You know, we got what we came for. We found the thing. Found the thing. I kind of just point at. I gesture at Lucifer. It's like, hey, got the thing.
Still waiting. There should be a dragon horde, right? This is his lair, right? And maybe we should keep searching.
Ooh,
It's
investigate.
her lair.
Investigate this room. We haven't actually checked around this room. That's right, Mr. Lucifer.
Sure, make me
There seems to be
check, please.
there seems to be a lot of things in here.
Sure.
Ooh, can I assist?
Yes, go ahead.
Any dragon worth his salt will have a decent lair.
Walao eh.
Looking
Can I
around
help?
here, you're like
Quickly?
interested to look around at first, and then you see there is no gold. There is no, like, not even like artwork or any gems or anything that looks like valuable, not even silver or copper. All around you just lays bodies and bodies of different kinds of creatures. Goblins, half ogre, what seems to be a wolf, parts of a skeleton and ghouls. All these creatures lying around. And you have the sudden realization that maybe this creature's horde isn't the kind of horde you were expecting. Looking into the pile towards the furnace, the fireplace itself, there's just a pile of corpses and bones where, if you see it look like a mound, like a small nest, as if that's where a dragon would rest upon.
Wanna check?
And as you look through it, did you pick up the leather sack already, Victoria, last session?
Yes.
And the cracked
The
spyglass?
leather. Yes, the cracked spyglass. Yes.
Yep, those are the only things available here. Other than that, the chair itself, to the west side of the room here, this red color chair, looks quite impressive, but parts of it have been destroyed. Other than the fact that though it's missing one of its arms, it looks like there are 6 branches of red coral worked into the outer design of the chair. Each branch looks like they can be like detached and removed. Probably be worth about 25 gold each, you think?
So there's like, it's like decorative regalia on this chair.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well,
The chair
looks
itself probably
pretty.
isn't worth much, so you could just detach the branches itself. For this like coral pieces worth probably about 25 gold each.
All right. So I guess the branches, the decorations are worth more than the chair. Holy shit. So it's what, 6 times 25?
Mm-hmm.
6 times 25 p decorations.
Coral branches.
Okay. Coral branches.
Red coral branches. Other than that, there is nothing else inside this room. Heaped about are furs, antlers, rotting heads of dwarves and humans, and what seems to be like orcs as well. Just seems to be like war trophies here more than a hoard of gold.
Well, it's something, but it's definitely not what you think, Lucifer. I'm sorry.
Hey, at least you got what you came for.
Yeah.
So should we go? Should we? Sorry, ma'am. Should we keep this lady here, or should we bring her back? If we have everything that we need from her, maybe I can set her aside here and lay her to rest, and it's probably going to be okay.
Yeah. Look.
I agree.
Yeah. Just I think let's kind of just like make sure that we do the proper rites. So let's just we can.
Okay. I think it's fine. You guys are okay. I'll say like a short prayer and then just and then you can do that too, Mr. Lloyd. Because you're the follower of whoever I'm believing now.
Fuck. Hey Lloyd, even though
That's
you're
it,
not
and
here,
then
you still have to. I guess I don't know. Lloyd will give
Yeah,
a little
I
prayer
guess
as well.
he will follow. He will repeat exactly what Biff said, like word for word.
All right.
blessed be the fruit.
Blessed be
You
the
guys will be okay here.
you
Amen.
guys will be
That's
okay
it.
here. Amen. It's
Wow.
something. It's
Christianity have reached Faerun.
something. The most primitive and kind.
Hey, they have
Real
Wi-Fi.
tissue walks on water.
Connection.
Yeah. So, anyways,
That's it.
yeah. So
Oh,
Yes.
as they are saying a
So
prayer
should
to
we- we
the
should-
corpse, I'll cast Precipitation again to Veron's ear. Traitor!
Stop right there! And she just kind of looks like wildly around, specifically towards the corpse. But where are you guys going again altogether?
yeah. I think for now, it looks like we're all good here, right?
To the
So
secret
I think
entrance.
the basement
Yeah,
level.
I
wanna check out the basement level.
Towards the basement. Okay, sure. So you guys all eventually hit there. Ooh. Oops. As you guys all descend down the stairs, same thing. You find yourself in the mausoleum and this cemetery, like this underground crypt of some sort. There are 5 unmarked casks on the left side here, as you look around, as well as on the east side as well. Down below, there are another 5 more. What would you guys like to do?
I'll cast Detect Magic.
Sure. Takes you about 10 minutes for the rest of you guys. Oh no, wait, ritually cast or just detects magic straight?
Detect Magic feature, my feature. Turbox Detect Magic.
Boom. All around you, there is no magic except for all the way here, where the door was.
Are you pointing somewhere? I can't see. Okay.
All the
Where?
way down here.
Oh,
in the door
okay.
area.
See it now. Got it. Okay. I don't know. Ma'am, there's something like magical over there. Should we check it out?
Sure. Let's.
Cast light
If-
on myself.
As you cast light, make me a history check. Because the player is so forgetful, we sometimes have to rely on the player character. No, you can't remember anything about this. You've never been here. Like, you don't remember how come there's a crypt, but you've been here, you think, no, maybe you've not. You don't even remember what you did here. You don't even remember. So anything as you walk inside here, what do you want to do?
Oh, that's a door over there. That's it. That's it.
It's a door. I mean, do you know where? Does it lead anywhere?
Yeah, it leads to outside.
Outside.
Yeah.
What?
I remember because my owl saw the thing. Like, remember my owl, Mr. Owly went down, and then he
guys-
just went outside, and then that's it. Like, he went down, and then he saw like all of this. I saw all of this, and then he went outside. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if he's strong enough to pick up stuff to investigate, and then that's it. But yeah.
The
I see.
stone caskets all around you, they are definitely look unmarked and stone lit. So up to you whether you want to do anything.
Should we check the people inside? Should we check the thing? It
I
might be
don't feel
scary,
like
but-
defiling bodies, so
Ah,
I'll
okay.
pass on that.
Then it's fine.
Yeah.
If that's the case, then it's fine.
Yeah. I think. Look, we're just here.
We just go back
yeah.
up.
Just to kind of cover our bases to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything, or we haven't missed anything. Anyways, I think we're good here. Look, it's been a hell of a ride, hasn't it? Anyways, so yeah, let's head back up to the main floor, and we're basically gonna be ready to head back to the other side of the thing.
Okay, so I guess
The
I just
barrack.
go back straight to the gatehouse, back.
Yeah, I think I think
Okay.
it's pretty much back to the gatehouse, the main gatehouse,
Same
where Daizo is hopefully there.
Alright, so as you guys look around you right now, the sun seems to be rising in the north. And
Wait,
you all
what
can
time is
see
it now?
a
I don't know
lot
what time is it
better.
now.
The storm is gone?
The storm is completely gone. Just strong, a little bit of like winds and cold weather up here, but nothing as crazy as the blizzard that you were experiencing earlier. The mist is gone as well. You can look around and you can start to see the sun like start to rise above the Salt Peak Mountains. And
Well,
crossing back, the gatehouse door immediately opens. As you see the familiar face of Sizo standing
Oh, I was like, he's not there. I was like,
no,
what's
he's
he
not there.
Sorry, what's this?
Looks like a bell.
Oh, it's the bell.
Oh, right, okay.
Do we try and ring the bell now?
I guess.
I'll take the.
Yeah.
Can I take the bell?
Sure. Why not?
How would you like to take the bell? It is seems to be connected to, like bolted and connected by a rope to the bell.
No, that's fine.
itself.
That's
I
okay.
guess. I guess you can just ring it. You should be fine.
Yeah.
I'll ring it.
All right. As you ring it, it goes. Toong, and you see it like kind of like echo all towards, out towards the mountains, and in the distance, you swear you hear something like this loud rumbling, something like a growl almost before it dissipates.
You told me to ring it.
Okay, everybody inside. Everybody inside.
Okay.
Oh.
As you guys all start heading in fear of whatever that just happened.
Because that literally was like, oh, it's like the one last button you touch at the end after you beat the boss, and it's like, I wonder what this does. You touch it and it
Self-destruct.
it's like
T
nothing
minus 20
happens,
seconds.
but
Close the door.
It's self-destruct.
It couldn't be. It couldn't be. There's no way.
You see volcanoes
Might be
erupting.
nothing.
Oh no!
No, okay. So as the bell rings and echoes in the distance, you feel like it just sounds like the wind blowing in the distance, and you all start heading in again. Sizer looks to you all. So, all done.
Hey, we're alive.
Hey,
Yeah.
that is true. It kind of pats you on the back, Victoria. It's good to see you all alive. See, the dragon didn't cause much fuss. I was hearing a very loud battle up there.
Yeah, it was a very terrible battle.
I can see they destroyed part of the fortress. It just looks up there. You can see like the dragon's head like hanging over the edge. But good job. And see, you didn't really need my help anyway.
So how does it feel to be a spectator, huh?
I am unfortunately not the kind to be upfront. That is not my calling. But you adventurers, I see it's your job. Because I moves away down towards the lower area of the guardhouse. He goes, I've moved the bodies to the stables. They were starting to stink up the place, but I have no intention of burying these assholes.
Let's say a little prayer for them before we leave. I think that might be a bit fitting.
Sizo takes off
Yeah.
his mask, looks towards you, Biff, and says, sure, go ahead, and just spits on the body of Brachis, and just walks away.
May the mother of life guides them in the next afterlife.
No, that's not the word. Why are you saying it? That's wrong.
No? Okay, sorry. Please teach me, Shepherd.
Yeah, no. Blessed be the fruit. Just stay there, be nice. That's it. Bye-bye. Okay.
Should
Say that. That's how it is.
I throw them good berry or something? Dance?
No.
But you taught me to
No,
dance!
Oh, yeah. That's optional, but you can do that. That will be better.
Okay,
You can do that.
I do a victory dance.
And this is how a cult begins. Okay.
It's a sad dance. It's a sad dance. You have to sway a bit.
Okay.
Next week.
Yes.
Your soul is now born. Okay, alright.
That's it.
So, okay.
How are we going back? Are we just walking back? It's fine.
I guess it's better conditions out there, so I
Okay.
think
Yeah, Sizer
Yeah,
looks
so
towards
I
you
think-
all and goes, I can move anytime. If you all, well, some of you look pretty hurt, looks towards Lloyd, like still half bleeding. Biff's still covered in
Oh,
like
yeah.
dragon blood. Maybe you're
I'm
like,
still. I think I got mauled by it quite some time. Do you have something to heal me?
he goes,
City, I
nothing
have
but a
city
dry
with
sense of
berries.
humor. But the rest of you, if you want to rest, you should definitely do that. We could probably head off soon. It is morning now, so we can head off during the an hour or two. But shouldn't waste any more time here. Sick of this
Yeah.
mountain.
You know-
I'm gonna pick up all these corpses and then just bury them outside. It's gonna stink
Alright.
up this place.
Wait, Atreus. Atreus,
Yeah.
we just bury them in the deep ravine. I suppose that's fitting for them. Go to the deepest pit of this ravine. No need to bury them. There's no land to bury anyway. There's no.
I don't. Or should I just throw them outside? They
Yeah.
might stink here.
Yeah, I'll help you dispose of these corpses.
Alright.
Are we taking a short rest?
Yeah,
The
I think
rest of
a short rest is in order.
Yeah, can take a
Okay.
short
Let's
rest.
go.
Okay.
I'll say Atreus, with the help of Lloyd as well. 5 bodies easily between you guys takes about 10 minutes. So it's part of your short rest
Yeah.
that you guys move the bodies outside. Are you just going to dump them over the ravine into the
Yeah.
depths?
Yeah, we have no space to bury them anyway.
Yeah, for each
Yeah.
body, we said, "Peace be with you." I'm sorry. Whoop. Just throw it away.
Just roll.
It's like-
You see one like Brachis get stuck on the side of one, like and, like one arm's still hanging there.
Shall we throw a javelin?
Then you see like
Nah.
just as the hand kind of breaks, it snaps off, and the hand kind of remains there as the rest of the body falls down into the ravine. Then the hand follows soon
Well.
after.
He is in need of a hand, but yeah, maybe he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's puns, man. Best comedy.
He was like, I don't know. He's between accepting and elated that actually, his wish came true. Yay!
Okay. So other than that,
Okay.
as you guys like start rolling your short rest, you can roll hit dice. Anything else you guys are doing today?
I think it's just kind of reflecting on what happened, all of this shit, all the crazy shit that we've done, and I think that's pretty much it. Heading back to Phandalin.
Mm.
Where is this
I think we
place
should-
from any from this civilization, I guess. Maybe maybe you could just have this as our base of operation then. This is like a
here?
pretty cool place, right?
Up here?
It's kind of like a safe thing. It's like Dragon Age Inquisition.
Nice.
Sorry. What,
Wow.
Which
Wow.
Dragon, what Inquisition?
Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh wait. Oh sure. Okay.
And then it's like a base of
Oh,
operation
Dragon
in,
Age.
like from high on top of a mountain, a snowy mountain too. A pretty cool place.
I have no intention to climb all the way up here again just to get back to base.
Yeah, it's true. It's too far up.
At
But
this point,
at least we know that this. If there's anything, we can just retreat to this place. Maybe we keep it a little bit nicer, so all the bodies we throw into the ravine.
The
Varen
body
just
already
goes-
done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Varen
Okay.
would
Cool.
just
Cool.
go,
Cool. Yeah.
We stayed here for 2 weeks and it was pretty miserable. So I don't know whether you call it a base or a home.
It might cost a lot to repair, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
but still a dragon. We can take over this place and rename it.
I mean, you could light a fire now, I guess.
That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
And the sun is out. Yeah.
Actually,
also,
there are
the
plenty
sun-
of
the sun is
fireplaces
out.
everywhere.
It's nice. Told you. This is actually like a nice place.
Well, if you're willing
Oh,
to
we should-
spend
we
the
should
funds to furbish this entire place, then perhaps.
Yeah. I guess I'm just saying if there's anything, if we know that's a place for us.
We should
Let's
have-
just write our names. Let's just write our name on the ground, and then so people say, "Oh, okay, this is someone else." So we don't
oh
have
my
to come
god,
here.
he's gonna do like a
No.
Biff is here thing.
Yes.
Get it?
We have a chalk. Each one of us have a chalk. Oh no, I don't have a chalk. I had a chalk.
Do we?
Do you have a chalk? That's Beef. I think Beef bought a chalk.
He's got it right. Biff,
don't.
Biff was here and all I did was kill a white dragon.
Yeah.
Or I have another suggestion. We could actually use the corpses, put them on the tall stick, put it in front of the tower, and so people do not come here after seeing that in front of the tower.
Okay.
Wow,
You
It's a
mean
very good warning, huh? To prevent people from inhabiting our base, huh? No, we?
Lord is sweating. You mean the corpses that we just throw down the ravine? Well, there's a hand down there.
Probably my mage hand could grab one of their skulls or something like that.
It's thousands
It's
of
very
Jesus.
deep. Very deep.
Guys, I'm
Let's go
really
in.
thinking that we might need therapy, all of us.
This is nothing compared to the Underdark.
On the dog.
I think I'm gonna go with Beef.
Here we go again.
Yeesh. Anyways,
What, Mary?
I think Beef actually has the better suggestion this time.
Yeah. Yes.
That's right,
don't
our
encourage him.
Dragon Slayers.
Biff was here.
Okay, meanwhile, this place is so dusty. Let me just prestidigitation and clean this place first before you start writing your name.
I'll say Pax
Just
Victoria
clean the
with-
entire area.
I say I'll just write Pax Victoria with ear.
Hey, that's something. uh, I just kind of like squeech the H in between the Z and the E. Like,
Hey,
The-
hope you enjoyed.
Thanks, Victoria was here. Yeah.
Something love. A lot of stupid things. Let's go.
my name is spelled with a C, not a K. But you know what? All right, it's
I
fine.
never seen it written in down.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Anyways,
It's not on the contract, remember?
Oh yeah, the contract. I didn't read it. Obviously, did you read it? I don't think anyone read it.
Like, read it. We only understand the name. That's it. That name's wrong.
He only
Don't
read the
fuck
sign,
with us,
sign here,
alright.
but
So everyone write something. So a Beef wrote Pax Victoria was here, and then Victoria add the H. That's it, and the Greatness add something else.
I broke my one of my javelin and then take the tip and then carve on this wall.
Alright, everyone's starting to deface, okay, the gatehouse, sure. And start graffiti. Yeah, sure, go ahead. You can start drawing dicks all around. I don't mind too. it's your house, you can do whatever you want with it now.
we're just leaving farewell messages.
Sure, as you all
Although-
start carving messages into the walls and doing whatever you need to do during a short
Yep.
rest.
Yeah.
Other than
So,
that-
anyways, after the short rest, I just kind of look like, all right, everyone, ready to head back?
All right. Let's go, boss.
All
So-
right. So,
Without
So,
any
essentially-
horses, it would take you, say, a good like 2 or 3 hours just straight back down towards Vandalin. You'd be reaching close to the evening. Yeah.
okay, actually, I have a question in relates to the geography of these things.
Mm-hmm.
How? So, if we were to go back to Rydolph, right? Because he's the guy that we need to bring the tuning forth to send Lucifer home.
Mm-hmm.
But from Rydolph's place, how far away is Falcon's place? Falcon's Lodge?
Why are you guys going to Falcon's Lodge again?
Because I'm thinking, I do propose, I want to propose, like, you know what? Varen, I think there may be some place where you can be a bit more gainfully employed.
Really?
Oh.
Where is that? You mentioned there was a town that we were heading back to this Vandalin?
Yeah.
I think the Vandalin will be a very nice place for you to be employed as a town's guard. You have a skill and you kill a dragon. You're a hero, Varen. Oh, Dragon Slayer.
Also, another thing, ma'am.
They are.
Ma'am,
Yes.
can you sing?
No, I've never done it before. I can.
Oh.
Why?
Can you-
She just looks very confused.
Can you row a boat?
Of course, I can row a boat. It's quite simple.
That's a job nearby. We have like a mine
Oh
thing.
no,
We
everyone
know
goes
like
to
an
Oo's place again. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah. We actually,
Yeah, we have to visit her again.
Yeah, we
Okay.
ought to visit her.
You should. You should
It's like-
definitely go.
But can you sing, ma'am?
I guess that is a requirement.
Just
Yes, that is a requirement.
Not
You
really.
can't sing, you should at least play the
Uh,
drums.
She goes, not really, and not very well. If I tried.
Maybe you have a hidden talent, ma'am. No one knows.
We'll start
We'll help you on the
practicing
way.
now.
Just looks towards you all as you all make your way down the mountain. Okay,
Wait,
so on the map.
sorry,
just to
sorry.
show
So
you guys.
for the first thing we should do, where should we go now? Because we have to load off all of this dragon stuff.
Yeah, so that's why we're going back to Phandalin.
Yeah, we should go back to Phandalin.
Yeah, we're
So
going
we're
back to
sending all of
Phandalin.
them in Phandalin?
Yeah, so us as a group, we're all going back to Phandalin, right? So we're gonna unload all our stuff and, you know, be like, hooray, we did shit and whatnot. And then after that, it's basically to the we're because the thing is, my thought is that she seems more suited to be in the employ of Falcon. Don't you think so?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe, but
But didn't
we-
like Falcon wanted us to clear Shran or Savras? Is he informed about that yet?
Oh, we
we
did
haven't
he?
yet.
Yeah,
he
so we
did,
haven't
but
informed him about clearing Savras yet, so we can do that also.
Yeah,
Why don't we let Ron decide? We can bring her there and then.
yeah. Let's go to Phandalin first. Then we talk to them.
Yeah.
I can recommend Varen to the what's the name again? The leader of the Gauntlet. I forgot the name.
Oh,
NPC.
Darren Idema.
Silda.
Still dark.
Silda,
is it?
You're talking about
Yeah,
About the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, because the Lost Alliance. Yeah, sorry, the Lost Alliance. I can put a good word about Varen, maybe as a repentant bandit.
He's on probation. Alright, so yeah, we the first order of business, head back to Phandalin.
Okay.
Okay.
Just to start it off, everyone can get a long rest as the journey back takes about 1.5 days. You will reach there slightly, a little bit later in the afternoon, around the 3-4 p.m. like kind of time period. Other than that, long rest as you guys get back to Phandalin. Just give me. Can you just guys give me 5 minutes? Just take a quick 5-minute break. I just need to go to the toilet very quickly. I'll be right back. That at the same time I can handle some things in Phandalin. But you're going to be
Alright.
selling your stuff and doing some stuff, so we will do that in a bit. Give me 5 minutes, guys. Be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, the place where we can use the tuning fork would be in Neverwinter, right? If I'm not mistaken.
No,
no, it was
Rydos said that he
Under
will
tree.
do the thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, correct.
Thunder Tree would be somewhere around here. I'll let you guys look at the map and you guys can like measure the distance. But yeah, that's Thunder Tree. Falcon's Hunting Lodge is there. Neverwinter is there. Yeah, and you guys are.
Can you guys see the map because mine's still loading? It's still
loading?
pixelating.
Oh, okay.
I can't.
I don't know. I can't. Is it just me?
I think it's just you. I can see
Okay.
it. I can
I'll,
see it.
I'll
Yeah, you
refresh.
guys can plan it out what you guys want to do straight after you get back to Phandalin, but we'll start back after this. Okay, 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes. Be right back, guys.
All right.
Who do you reckon would want to buy like dragon items?
Okay, stomach ache. 1 second.
Shit, the DG like sangkut so man.
What is Sangkuk? It's hard to play, is it? The
No,
new,
no,
the
no,
new?
I mean like,
But you're starting at low level, should
Really
be
quite
easy.
I get addicted to it.
Oh,
But it's so it's so like intuitive for me. You know?
I get it. I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Only thing now I'm worried is that like we may not have enough.
No, but I was thinking of like the like tongue part, spleen, or some the perishables.
Yeah.
If I have like, and then we have the ice sack. If we have the herbalism kit, if I can do the herbalism kit, is there for us to harness, I don't know, ice power from the ice sack?
That'd probably like be like the gizzard thing, right? The gizzard would be the, and then we have a sack. I don't know what sack it is. The sack that lasts for only 3 days.
Yeah.
So now we only have 1.5 days left.
So we have another 1.5 day. We better sell it quick.
Yeah.
So as you reach, you guys reach Vandalin in that 1.5 day trip. You guys can decide where you guys like to go to sell your stuff. You are back in town right now.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Is it possible for us to harness the coal sack for the ice power, something?
Make me an Arcana check, please.
I'm not good with Arcana. 14.
With a 14, you have heard stories of like people using parts of the dragon for alchemy, for other purposes like armor, smithing, and weapon smithing. You're not sure. You could always check around.
Hey, go ask that lady who makes potions.
Oh yeah, she's here sometimes, right?
Yeah.
She's around.
All right.
Yeah.
She's about a half a day away, right?
I think if I'm here, that's the first thing I'm trying to look for, like that lady who sells potion.
All right. So as you go towards town, you know that she is somewhere near the miners' exchange, heading towards that hill that she has a stall on. The stall is closed for the day. It doesn't seem that she's there. You guys remember the last time you bought all her potions and out her stock? She has nothing left for the week.
Damn it.
That's sad.
I mean,
Maybe
you can spend an hour to head towards the windmill where she is.
Should I do that, and then you guys can sell the rest? I think.
Yeah. You take the sack and see what you can figure out with her.
All right, I'll do that.
I'll follow Biff.
Okay. So
Can I bring Varen to Silda and explain what happened?
sure, you can definitely do that. Let's do you guys heading towards the windmill first. So heading there takes about an hour's walk from town, out of town. You see the windmill. You definitely see what's the name already? Where is my? Oh yeah, looking.
Leading grey wind. Some stuff.
All right. So, heading out, you find Edinburgh and this seems to be just like working out around the windmill, seeing you all like coming past. He goes, heroes! Can I help you?
We just killed a dragon and then we found this thing. Do you think
the sack
that we can do with this? Yeah, the coal sack.
She looks at it like, I unfortunately only know how to make potions. You probably need to head to a researcher or someone with more alchemic knowledge, like in a big town. I unfortunately don't know much.
Oh, at least do you know how to preserve it, or have say like a longer lifespan?
I don't know, unless you have some magical means.
Okay, this is not entirely useful.
Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any help.
No, not a problem. It's just, it's not. This thing perhaps could not last a trip to the to bigger towns from here.
Well, in that case, you should probably just sell it off. I mean,
It's not.
useful.
I suppose maybe we should try Sister Gabrielle. Maybe I don't know whether she is. Perhaps she could point us somewhere.
Ooh, is it just because you want to meet with Sister Gabrielle?
I do not have anything with Sister Gabrielle, Beef. Okay, I do not know where
You
hear
didn't
this
come.
from?
You didn't sleep at the inn for like one night. I remember. I don't know. Were you like
Oh, those
holding
things you
hands the whole
remember lah.
night?
Those things you remember lah, but the things you do and the things you
No, I
never
really
mind.
don't.
No, never mind.
Beef, I question your selective memory.
Oh my god.
I just like gossip.
Yeah, sometimes questions it.
And how old are you again?
I just like, things gossip. It's a vice of mine. I know. I should stop gossiping. It's so fun. Also, yes, we can knit Sister Gary out. And then we can fight him.
Probably. Let's make a wager.
Alright, so you guys head back towards town. It'll take you an hour. I'll deal with the rest of you guys first. So, Lloyd, heading in towards what seems to be the town hall, you definitely see Silda there.
Silda.
You see Gundren as well, the dwarf that was with him last time. You also see this interesting figure. You've never really seen her before. Give me a second. But her wings and the color of the hair kind of really catch your attention. As you see this bird-like creature standing next to them, just talking to both of them. And they seem to be in good spirits and shaking each other's hands. As you walk in with Baron. Oh yes, oh Lloyd, you're back. How can I help you?
Private Lord reporting in. I would like to report the mission of exterminating the dragons.
Oh.
Sir,
And
with great joy, I must say that we have succeeded.
as you say that out loud, you hear the bird figure outside. Oh,
What?
really? You killed the dragon? Ooh.
Well, yes, ma'am, sir, ma'am. I just snapped your attention.
Oh, don't worry about it. Just call me Woo.
Miss Wu?
Well, my real
Ma'am?
name is Woo, but you can just call me Woo.
Oh, okay. Well, ma'am, Miss Wu. Who is she? Pardon me. Can I ask? If are you acquainted with Lord Silda?
Silda just looks at her and she looks towards them and goes, I could say so. She was part of a little excursion into our mines. And you see Roxika walk up. Yes, this bird friend here started a business with us. Pretty good business partner, I say. Making a bit of cash here and there.
I see. Well, before I forget, sir, besides the great news of us defeating the dragon, I also bring good news about the defeat of this group that I mentioned before, these terrible bandits known as the Stone Cold Reavers.
Stone Cold Reavers? Never heard of these. But
Yeah,
any bandit group is bad, so thank you for getting rid of them. Not really part of any mission though. But good on you, Lloyd. I see you working hard since you were out of retirement.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right. But by the way, I might need a favor or something.
Speak your word.
This woman over here, I showed to Varen. She sort of like aided us in defeating the dragon. We sort of found her on the way to the dragons, and she helped us, aid us in defeating the dragon. Actually, so she is sort of like looking for a job. I was wondering if you can find her a nice job for somebody who has the what do you call that? The talent of archery.
She goes, well, I'm planning to hire some town's guard, but not anytime soon until we have the funds from the city of Neverwinter. But perhaps you would like to start. We could give you a small pittance of a pay, unfortunately, about 5 silver a day. She just looks towards you all. Do I need to kill any dragons? I mean, if he's killed the last one, it should be fine. I mean, well, it's good to see you. And like shakes your hand, Lloyd, and it's very good to meet all of you again. But please never come and find me. Thank you, bye. It just walks towards Silda, and she just goes, "Get back in there. There's uniforms, and we'll brief you in a bit. Just wait for a bit."
Oh.
And Baron just starts heading towards the back office. This like small little room to the side. Actually, waves by.
Oh, okay. Have fun, Baron.
I will. Just like gives you a thumbs up and hits him.
Okay. All right. I suppose that's all I want to tell you, Miss Captain Silva. Should I call you Lord or Captain?
Don't worry about the titles. Just call me Silda. We're all the friends, right?
Of course. Thank you. I'm honored to be a friend of the Fendaline. I suppose I have to go back to Ma'am Victoria. After all, we just howled a dragon, so there's a lot of things to do right now. Okay. All right. Thank you. We'll be seeing you later, maybe. Silda, Rockseeker, Ma'am U. I try awkwardly move away.
Of course.
But yeah, occasionally
and, you see U just goes, "Oh, since you are talking back to Victoria, can you tell them to that come to see me here in the town's hall?"
Oh, okay, sure, ma'am. I'll do so. Oh, okay. So maybe she's an acquaintance of Victoria. All right, that's it. I went to Victoria.
Okay, as you guys all head back towards the center of town, you all meet back here. You see Biff and Grignan coming back as well, but they seem to be heading off towards the Shrine of Luck. Is the rest of you guys doing anything else? Or are you just standing around?
Just standing around.
Okay.
Atreus, do something.
Yeah, I'm helping whatever you guys carrying. Just
he just goes into the cart that's carrying everything, just like hold something. I'm helping.
I'm holding something. Look, I'm helping.
Like lifting something. I'm carrying my weight. Well, half my weight. Well, yeah. All right. So I guess we'll do Biff and Grignan first. As you guys head off into the Shrine of Luck, you see Sister Gariel there doing her afternoon prayers. Sees you all enter. Ah, yes. Welcome again to the shrine. Ah, Grignan, you are back, and your friend Biff as well. I remember you.
Hi, ma'am.
It's good to see you, sister. And then and Grignan shoots a glare at Biff. It's like,
and then just say, "Ooh." She keeps talking about you, ma'am. She wouldn't shut up about it.
Clearly, Biff is making up stories. He loves gossip. He's young, and he just wants to, ruffle some feathers. So please. Anyways, we got this this gold sack from the dragon that we defeated. We do not know what to do with it. Is there a method of preserving it, or perhaps change it to something a little bit more useful?
Well, I'm not so sure. You would need to go into the big towns to figure maybe an alchemist or something. But no one that I know in town that would just kind of thinks to herself, well, I guess you could just sell it off for its cost. Maybe somebody else might find it worth for it. As for what magics you can get for it, I just looks at this meat sack, this grey meat sack. With this like cold mist coming out of like what seems to be like small little funnels of this very large piece of meat, and she just goes, I don't really think you can make anything out of that that is very usable. That might not hurt yourself in the process.
What? Sorry, ma'am, you're talking about the coal sack? There's nothing useful we can use?
Well, it's not to my knowledge. You could find someone maybe that might be interested in such things in the cities. But here, I guess you could sell it off.
Do you think like someone who's like a really good druid, like a really a powerful druid guy would know?
Are you talking about Radoth?
Yeah. Oh, you know Radoth. Yes.
Yes, I told you about him.
Oh yeah, I wasn't here. Sorry.
And Grignan smacks Biff behind the head.
Your selective memory, I am getting very used to it.
No, actually, Biff wasn't there. Biff didn't know that she knew.
Oh no, you were there. Your character was there. Greenland was there as well. You know. You asked for
No,
it.
but like
Yes, like I say, Sister Guerrero, she only remembers gossip and nothing else.
yeah, you gotta give me something juicy, man.
Well,
Yeah, but if we were to sell this, to anyone over here, I do not think anyone would want it because I do not. Perhaps people don't have the capability of any usage for this sack.
you could always check it to Fanland Miners Exchange.
I guess so.
They pretty much buy everything.
Yeah,
Anything
sorry,
that's
but ma'am, you
usable.
say.
And you said this is
Did you
a
say
dragon
that-
parrot?
Sorry, ma'am, did you say that Rudolph would know?
Not really sure as well, but you could definitely ask him. And
Yeah, but I don't think this thing could last for travel to all the way up north.
Unfortunately,
That-
I do not think so. She smells it. I think it's getting a little bit ripe,
How many days have it been?
1.5.
Oh,
1.5.
so yeah, so we left 1.5 days left.
I can, if tomorrow, I can probably send animal messenger to Rudolph.
But I
You
do not
already-
think
you've
you want to
already had-
travel all the way down here.
You've already had a long
Huh?
rest, so up to you.
Oh yeah, so can I? So if
See,
that's the
even a
case, then
long
I
rest
want
is what you
to.
can't remember you had. Oh my god.
What?
That's okay, cool.
So can I send animal messenger?
Yeah, you can actually do it now. You already have all your spell slots and everything since you had a long rest reaching.
Okay, so yeah, so it's 50 miles per 24 hours for flying messenger.
Pretty much. Don't have sending, you don't have message.
No, I
message, you
don't.
have it. Oh well, I guess. Alright, so what do you do?
It's more than 50 miles. It's 50 miles per 24 hours. Can I reach it and then know the what if
With-
Rudolph
With
know
your history,
tomorrow?
I don't even need you to make me any checks. You have no idea how far distances is. You just walk them, like the road in front of you. What's the distance between the tree behind 20 feet and the house in front of you 10 feet? It's just a road, straight road. Takes you where you need to go.
20
You have
feet. Is
no
it 20 feet?
idea- You have no
Is it a-
idea
is it a
how
mile?
many miles. You don't even know whether
Oh.
1 mile and 10 mile feels to you. You have no idea, babe. Other than that, you could try to send it and hope is probably your best bet.
But ma'am, did you say that can you preserve it at least so it would last longer? Do you have something like a gentle repose?
She goes, I don't think you can. This is not a creature that can be preserved in such a way. I mean,
Oh, you're right.
I think you.
But it says you touch a corpse, but you don't have gentle repose. Gentle
And
repose can touch other remains of a corpse. So
she goes, I unfortunately no such spell, unfortunately.
okay, that's fine.
I
Okay.
have ceremony. Perhaps, is there anything I can.
I do. I have that too.
Hey, so do I! And she just looks to it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, here we go again. Would you let's say good berry?
Who let Beef eat the berries?
She's starting to convert Sister Gariel into his cup.
Oh, do you want to know more, ma'am?
She goes,
No, and Beef, let's go. Sister Gara, I'm so sorry. We are taking your time. I wish I'd leave you alone to your prayers. And I drag Beef out.
alright then, have a good day. And as you all leave the temple behind.
So Beef, enough with your good berries and your crazy dance. This is enough.
Oh, but she
We do not
asked.
have it. I know, but do not evangelize. She's already have the religion.
Oh, maybe she wasn't happy with it because she doesn't have a gentle repose. So that means I don't know what that means. But yeah,
What's the next?
It's okay. Let's commit mother, and we shall discuss what to do with the perishables.
Okay. So you guys head back towards the group, who is all just standing there in the middle of town doing nothing, just standing.
actually,
what the hell?
he's picking something up, so he's doing something.
Okay. Oh yeah. Idris, you're holding a bag of spears and crossbow bolts in your hand. As you seem to be doing squats with him in the cart.
Oh, it seems that you decided to do a workout, huh? Is it some kind of your ritual? Perhaps.
Any luck?
No, there is no luck. Let's see.
No.
Shoot, what's that? The lady who does potion again? I can't remember the name now.
At the brow.
The,
Hedabra. See, I'm turning to Biff. Yeah, see, the Bran only she's not an alchemist. She even Sister Guerrero, kind of like recommended us to go to a big town to find some alchemists to perhaps do something with this. But
Yeah.
it's a bit too far, so
Honestly,
probably we just have to sell it.
Yeah, honestly, it's worth. As time goes by, we're having less and less value. So I'd rather just get rid of the perishables first. And
Okay.
let's. I don't know.
Perhaps you
Also,
can try
I
the
do
miners
see
exchange.
Yeah, I do
why
kind
are
of
we
want to
going
see
to
more
Miners
short faces at the miners exchange.
Also, where's Mr. Lloyd? Is he here?
Yeah, Lloyd's back.
did I
He's
write?
back at the town hall. Yeah, you're
Right.
back from the town
Oh.
hall.
Ma'am?
What's up?
I think you might want to come with me and meet. There's someone you might know. Have you know anyone named Ooh?
Oh yes. Oh, is she here?
Yeah, she asked me if will you kindly meet her in the town hall. Yeah, she's
Okay.
with Silda and Rockseeker. Maybe you should go. You
Alright.
should go see her first. Yeah.
All right.
No.
I'll
Okay,
take care of the rest with them.
Yeah, I just point to the bag of perishables. It's like, keep an eye on that. We're gonna sell it. Sell the perishables. All right. So just keep an eye
Yes,
on it.
ma'am.
Right?
Turn around. come
Okay.
back. Where's the
Yeah.
cart? Where is the cart? No, okay, it's not here! But you all stand here, it's right here!
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I head in and I was like, ooh, are you in here?
And as you turn around, you definitely see your old Arakokra friend fly over. Victoria! Ooh, she just
Hey.
flies right into your arms. And just
She
grabs
sounds
you.
really high. Has she been
So
taking some
nice
good
to
berries
meet you.
too?
Yes. And you see her voice has gone up a few octaves. She just seems to be crying right now. She sees you. Oh, you have no idea how long it's been. You all are well?
Yeah, we're all right. How are you? How's the gondola business?
Oh, well. She just looks towards you like quite sheepishly. It's alright. There's been a bit of money coming in. How about this? Remember the profits that we were supposed to give off every month or so? Yeah, we hand them to Rockseeker and suppose he's
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to hand it to you.
Yo, have they come in? Yo,
And Rockseeker
yeah.
goes, well, good for you. We were just discussing that. And we just look
Yeah,
sheepishly. Well, money's not been great. See, the tourist industry in the mine hasn't been really picking up, so I'm not sure. I've been thinking of selling the business.
What do you
Oh.
think is a problem? Do you think that we should do more marketing? Yeah?
It's probably an issue with people don't like touring dark underground mines for no reason.
Ah,
Well, some couples thought it was romantic at first, but a few of them got spooked by the waves and some of the weird sounds in the caves that still lingers. So,
oh, and the lava too. Remember the lava?
oh yes, we thought that would be a kind of an attraction at the end of the whole lake journey. But it seems like the closer we got, the louder people screamed, so they had to turn it back.
I see. Well, you never know, right? It's all a
Well,
part of
I guess
enterprising.
it still kind of works as a transport for the miners that go back and forth. So we still get paid for that. And I was just thinking of selling Rockseeker the business, and he just handles it as we don't really charge that much anyway for his patronage. He goes, hey, you got a discount from a business partner of mine. And looks
Yeah.
towards Ugus. You're welcome. So I think I'll be probably heading off maybe towards the town or something. It's trying to make a living for myself ain't easy out here.
Yeah, I definitely think so. I thought you would have killed it, honestly. I guess
I thought-
guess things
Well,
didn't work out the way.
I guess I rolled really low on my scores. So
Oh, goddamn.
Charisma.
technically
Goddamn.
charisma, persuasion, deception, and things that an Arokroka really ain't good at. You know, the Arokroka Ranger with wisdom stats.
Yep.
So I guess I get the business mind, I got the planning, but the execution-wise, maybe there's a bit lacking there.
I see. All right. Well, whatever you hope to do next,
Well,
I wish you good luck. So, are you heading off? Where are you heading, or is it just see where the wind takes you?
well, I was thinking of heading east actually. Pretty sick of all this sea and water and underground stuff. I like to be up in the open. I heard there was a nest of Aracrocus, possibly hidden up in the mountains up in the east. So I was heading that direction.
Yeah. All right. Well, I wish you good luck. Anyways.
I hope you come and visit us if you ever see a village up in the north or in the east. There might be somewhere there.
We pass by. I hope we can spot you out too.
Well, it's good to see you all again. Ooh. And she just like kind of hugs you, Grignan, hugs you, Miari, hugs all of you. Even
You sure we cannot persuade you to stay? We are going to the Feywild. It's going to be quite interesting. Why not?
She goes, as you can see, look behind her, like what she's carrying. I don't really have my bow right now. Had to sell it for, keeping the business afloat. And some of my equipment as well.
That is that's how you're gonna defend yourself. Mazel, we have a lot of long bows from the loot previously. Maybe she could pass her one.
Don't worry about me. Don't you worry about me, Grignan. Don't you forget, I can fly. And she just just flies 10 feet off the ground in front of you. And she just goes, I'll be taking the sky route. Very much safer than the ground.
Right. Well, I definitely think a ranger would know how to fend for themselves.
And she kind of lands back down the ground. I'm still pretty good with pathing my direction, so I'll get to where I can go safely.
All right.
Okay, safe travel. Ooh, it is very nice to see you again.
And it's good to see you all too. And she kind of ruffles her feathers. I will see you all another time. Good journey and good luck. And she just waves as she just right out of the door, flies right up into the sky. And she's flapping about 60 feet as you guys kind of look outside the town hall. She looks back down towards the whole group of you all. Just waves. Bye! And zooms off towards the east.
Oh, I saw the bird. Oh, is that Mamu?
Yep, that was her.
You know her? Your friend, something? Was she part of the party before?
A retro member of past.
Like I told you, like they took anyone. So basically, like one of the people who were in this party, I think. There's like a long list. They have quite a high overturn in this party. I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Turnover.
Yes. That's the word that I was looking for. Turnover. The turnover rate in this is really high. That's one of them.
Anyways. Alright, so next order of business. Let us go to the miners' exchange.
Okay. So heading towards the miners' exchange. Immediately you see a little bit of commotion as a couple of townspeople are outside. Mostly what seems to be widowed woman and a few of the younger females of this town, as they seem to be standing outside, and a gaggle of people are standing around what seems to be a very handsome man that you all immediately recognize as you see his face. Is Bran Guvix, not in his size or armor, not in his full getup, as he just very smartly, curtly just waves to you all. You all are here right now. Excuse me. He says, and this woman just like kind of surround him and say, but you've been gone for so long. Don't worry, we can chat again, Lysandra. I will do my part. And he just kind of like touches her chin and just kind of walks away, and she just faints into the arms of the other widows as she walks forward towards you all. It seems I've been missing a lot in town, eh?
He does look so
Fucking
cool. now.
bastard.
How's your womanizing going?
Unfortunately, not.
Are you?
And it just looks towards you all. You do realize this brand is just a cover. It's not really my real name yet.
Yeah, I
And
know.
you wear it
but
well.
I bet you're enjoying it just a little bit, aren't you?
Just kind of like ruffles his very nice leather tan jacket, like this reddish jacket. And it's like this white linen cloth inside. You can see it's dressed very nicely with leathered shoes as well. Wipes his hair back and just goes, has his benefits.
Well,
How can I assist
we
you
got
all?
shit to do. Well, we got shit to offload. I just like pat the bag of all the perishables. It's like, well,
And
Yeah.
spoils of war right here.
Dragon
I-
shit, man.
he goes, I assume so. Please, all of you, come in. And he just kind of waves as a couple of the gnomes and dwarves that are inside and the counters actually come out. They're actually holding the scales. I've already informed my men that you'll be dropping some interesting items off. And the dwarves and gnomes immediately go, where is it? Where is this? Where is the dragon? You have its head? And you see like one of them point up, I'm looking at its liver!
Yep.
And Dran just looks towards you all. Apparently dragon parts are pretty pricey out here, so you guys can sell it off for a good portion of money. Don't you worry about it, my men will handle it for you. Victoria, once you're done, I would like to have a word with you, alone if possible.
Sure.
Are we selling everything now?
We'll sell the perishables first.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
all those things that you counted, immediately count out the gold that you got for them. Yeah, that is exactly how much you will get. With Brand back now, and you don't have to do like any good checks, he will basically give you the full price for it.
Ooh.
Yeah, we did kill a dragon for
but-
Phandalin.
Should we try and then create like an armor out of the scales? Like something out of the scales?
Anyway,
Yeah, we can ask.
Since you guys have been asking around, make me investigation checks. I'll even give you advantage because you so desperately want to find out how to make dragon armor. Because apparently dragon armor is so good out of the game and in the game that everyone knows about it. And will apparently know how to make it and give you the buffs that you need and make you turn you into a powerful hero. So this is some isekai that goes like that.
Wait, who's doing it? I'm not doing it. Am I doing it? Everyone doing it?
Who has the highest impression? Mary!
Mary, you can do it. Mr. Greenman, you can do it.
I bet Mary. No,
I'll give you
advantage.
Yeah, well, I'll give you advantage as well. So just roll again.
Nice.
Okay, asking around town. I think the person that will give you the most information would have been... eventually you get to probably... I'll say Agar Blackhand, the blacksmith of the town, as he goes towards you all. The last person you speak to just goes, you could probably, with the scales, turn that into some sort of armor, but you'll need very skilled smith. I've only heard stories about them up in Mirabar, the dwarven towns, where you have armor smiths and enchanters that imbue these weapons and armor with parts of creatures such as the dragon itself, and they can imbue the properties onto the armor. It will take a bit of gold and possibly might even require a favor of some sort. Those kind of items are usually not made to order.
Oh, do you know how far is this town, Mirabar?
Mirabar,
From
right? It's all the way up in the Sword Cross. So just to give you an idea, he kind of grabs a map. And do I even have... hold on, Sword Cross. Sword Cross, Feyran.
We're forgetting someone. Lucifer is waiting for us to
Lucifer just standing outside, right? Oh, by the way, Lucifer, you lost your imp. He did die in the previous battle.
Oh, I mean Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny's dead.
Oh shit!
Johnny Bravo?
It's only worth 10 GP, so he's easily replaceable.
Whoa.
Damn.
Damn.
Oh, and this is the person that came from like who said that the dragon has bad mismanagement of funds.
But your current owl in this game also did, yeah. So all your creatures also did.
No. Lucifer's owl is still alive. I never pulled him out.
Alive. Oh, you never pulled him out. Oh,
I never
you
pulled
bumped
him
him out.
Yeah.
You bumped him out. That's why he's gone. Okay, I thought he got destroyed in that battle. Okay.
Yeah,
That was
remember
mine.
Big even asked me to send him into Scout. I said
Oh,
no,
yeah,
it cost me
they
10.
start with him after that, yeah. Oh, yeah, you did resummon him. Yeah, you did resummon him. I forgot. It's just that he wasn't in
If
that.
ours is 3, mine is 10 GP.
That was my Owly who died.
Okay, I don't have the map here, but basically it is roughly about 300-400 miles.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you very much. I guess we'll find another way.
He goes, it's usually one of those magical cities like, up north. Maybe even the elven cities would be able to help you with that. Or we could try to put an order here. You head to Neverwinter, might take some time.
We can put an order here?
I take I'll say a couple of work weeks and a bit of money, but it's possible.
And you would be the one to do it?
I mean, you guys given me a bit of business, so I've got some money to spare, so why not? Would like to see that armor myself.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to do that?
Yeah, you know what?
How much of the skills do we need?
Per armor. Like
Okay.
how many armor we can make this?
From
Yeah,
how
so
many skills
in-
you have again?
Okay, so it's 26 from Cryo Vein,
Mhm.
plus another 26 from Venom Fang.
2.
Ooh, 52. So
As
it's
you tell that to him, he goes, sounds like you could make 2 armors with those.
2.
You're talking about the like full plate armor or leather armor.
He goes, it would probably be something around the half plate to full plate armor sort of region. Or maybe even a breastplate, but definitely not light armor. Dragon's armor usually is a bit heavier than leather.
What about
That is a
it?
little bit sad. I thought I could don the dragon scale armor. It's alright.
Oh, dragon scale armor. It is medium armor.
do you need all of the skills, or is there like a specific number that you need?
Not really a specific number, but the more of them you get to put together, the better the chance of the item becoming a little bit better, I guess. They would probably require all of it for. So I guess a green armor. This points to the green scales, and the white one points to the white scales.
Can I make glaive or something from the claws?
He goes, for magical weapons of that sort, probably need to make an order as well. But just points toward the claws. These are bone, not really required for much except alchemic supplies, I guess. I'm not so sure.
That's true, I guess. Well,
We do
so
use
much for
dragon
that.
bone in part of our blacksmithing, but it's usually just to finish the blade. Don't really need it. And it just points to a pot of like ash, you see. Have plenty of myself.
Okay. Alright, never mind. Can anyone identify this armor? I show him the Silence armor.
Miari.
Can you help me?
Yeah.
I can.
Thank
Do you
you.
need me to do it now?
Yeah, I sort of like trying to think what to do with it.
Okay,
Right now.
alright. I just have one more question. Can you also make a dragon plate loincloth for our friend here?
Dragon plate, aye, but loincloth, no, unfortunately. Not really a seamstress.
We should
Right.
take the wings.
Okay.
Make a loincloth.
I'll go ahead and identify this now.
Identify the Silence
The-
armor.
Okay.
Okay, so the half plate armor is a half plate plus 1.
Oh, so She has a
Plus one
magical armor.
Yes, it is a
I
plus
see.
1 armor. Anything else? No, that's it.
Plate.
That's it.
It was a half plate.
Yeah, half plate.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
plus one half plate. Okay.
Half plate. How much
Anybody can
half
use
plate
this?
Yes, anybody who have medium proficiency armor proficiency can do it.
Hi,
So
Ben. Will you come in?
Oh, very quickly, the stuff that you're selling again, have you gotten the cost for it, the gold and all that stuff back?
yeah. So the perishables, right?
Yeah,
all
the toes are.
perishables.
Yeah. So all the perishables have been I've counted all that up.
Including the Draconis Fundamentals, which is 1,041.
40. Yes.
Yeah, okay, good. Alright,
Yeah.
easy and done.
So yeah, don't. Okay. So there. So yeah, I just say like, you know what? Let's just put it in. So I guess it's better if we kind of dedicate all the scales of one dragon to one one particular armor, and we
Or
yeah.
weapon. It will be an armor most likely, it seems. The scales have more for armor.
Yeah. And so is it better if it was like, okay, we can, like, if we separated all the green scales and all the white scales and just kind of forge them separately?
Yeah. They said
Ooh.
even like he's not sure, but you assume like you could probably create 2 different types of armors for it. Putting them together, you're not sure whether the efficiency might like be half. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So I guess
Or you could just keep
I
them as
think-
a trophy and just talk about them. Have you seen my dragon scales? I give you advantage persuasion checks, charisma checks in using them.
Intimidation.
You have
know the
different
dragon
stats.
skills.
Right?
you know, I think for now, once if we can probably go back to Neverwinter, we can probably find someone who might be a little bit more
Knowledgeable.
proficient in this.
Yeah, definitely.
More knowledgeable in this.
Yeah,
It-
then we can
and when-
also request what kind of enchantment that we want to imbue.
All right. So, anyways, thanks, Sagar. Now, time to offload some weapons, like a bunch of shit.
Oh, sorry. Question. The silver goblet that I found, is that magical or just
Oh, it's
straight
not.
up nothing?
Yeah, straight
Okay.
up. It's not nothing, it's a silver goblet. It's made out of silver.
Okay.
Can sell it, I guess.
Yeah, you can sell it.
How
Do you
much
have the
is
price
it?
for it? Where did you find this?
No.
Was in the the chest in the storm or the where was it?
The room with the throne, I think. The room with the
Oh.
chair.
Oh, the silver goblet itself? Oh, it's just a simple silver goblet. It's probably about 5 gold pieces. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Goblet. Let me just double check. Yeah, you can sell it off, no problem. It's everyday, easy as
I'll
item.
keep it. I don't know why, but I'm keeping it.
Just to have a silver goblet. Sure, you know, can keep it for ceremonies.
Yeah. That's where I can put my good berries.
Yeah. Also, the silver goblet would have the indentation of what looks like to be a tower with a lightning bolt going through it.
Alright. So then it's Telinines. Now we actually have like useful, shit to sell her.
And as you sell her proper items, she goes, "Oh, thank you, finally."
Yeah. Sorry for all the stuff that we've given you.
I
Now
don't
here's
worry,
some
sir.
proper shit.
I got business because of you, so yeah, you're helping around town in a sense.
So, okay, this is what I'm offloading.
Hmm?
Okay, so the studded leather armor, one studded leather armor, one splint armor, one plate armor, one half plate, not the +1, just regular, 4 hand axes, 1 great axe, 3 long swords, 1 short sword, 1 great sword, 2 daggers, 1 longbow, 1 short bow, 1 heavy crossbow, and that's it.
This is just the weapons only, right?
Yeah, just the weapons.
Okay.
And the armor. Just
here
like
you go. Here you
Yep,
go.
I will.
Right.
I'll calculate, and it's how many % off?
Half price.
Okay.
Yeah.
If no one wants the armor from Silene, I think I would like to sell it off at least it's a good thing to know. It might be useful to
Ooh.
someone
Selling off half plate armor.
if they
Should
want
we?
it. Should
You
we?
can
Anyone
you can
doesn't
ask-
want it?
Wait,
you can ask
Greenland
like-
doesn't want. Greenland cannot use the half armor.
I don't think so.
He only can use wear light armor.
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
like
Atreus can use medium, right?
But
No, I'd rather not.
He'll take
Oh my
plate over medium anytime.
I
yeah.
I guess we can keep it for the moment, just in case.
You're right. I'll
In
keep
case
it as
anybody joins the party.
a memento.
Yeah,
I'll
like
keep
I
it as
said.
a memento.
And then they
I mean,
leave
I'm
with it.
keeping- Okay, so
Yeah.
Oh god, not another Shore.
Well, technically, I think Twig and and your dwarven friend has left with more magic items put together. Yeah,
Boss.
yeah, boss.
Oh yeah, the boots of jumping thingy.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's
I
taken
so
Hugh,
wanted that.
He's taken Hugh.
fucking Super
Twig,
Mario boots.
Twig's got the spear of destruction as well.
Ooh, what? Who's fear of what?
It's a homebrew like item for him.
Oh,
Yeah. But it's not like it's only activated the first level, so I haven't activated the rest of the levels yet.
Damn.
do you have something like a halberd, magical halberd or something?
It's such a specific item you're looking for.
I know.
I mean, if anybody else was using one, you might find one. But other than that, I don't think
Yeah.
there is anyone here.
Nah, it's okay.
You can always
Spear
order
would
one.
do too.
Yes, you can always
Oh,
order one.
really?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay,
How
so
much
just let's just cut things very quickly to make it easier for you guys. You have basically finished the entire module, all the modules. Yeah, of Lost Mines of Faerun. You finished off Lost Mines of Vannever. You finished Dragons of Aspire. As you guys come back, you are basically allowed to do whatever you want. You have a holiday. What happens the next 100 days is totally up to you. You will have 100 days of downtime period.
Ooh.
Yeah, all of you. So all of you will need to decide. We can do it like I think we can decide some now if you would like, but it's 100 days. So if you're not sure, you just do straight 100 days of like work or whatever, or 100 days just trying to run a business or something. But totally up to you what you want to do during this downtime. The downtime listed is under Xanathars as well as NPHBs. If you're not sure what it is, I can give you some ideas for what your character might want to do during downtime.
Hey, Victoria, are we still setting up
Yeah.
the guild?
Oh yeah,
Yes, we are.
5,000.
Yeah, I mean Lucifer would definitely want to go
Yeah.
back, right?
You know, I think we better ask Lucifer is,
Yeah.
if he want to
Lucifer
go
wants
back
to
at once.
Go because he's still standing there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should
yeah.
we go to like before we do the downtime thing? Should we go
Let's go to
to
that.
Cutler
Yeah,
Tree first?
let's see him off.
Sure.
I think
Well, technically,
I-
you guys are supposed to go together with him.
Yeah, we should go. At least, we should go and see him off together.
Also,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like because
Your
we
family.
because we don't know where Etches comes from. Also, like, is it a thing that he can probably go back with the forks? Also,
You don't know.
we don't know where Etches comes from. He
Yeah,
doesn't
I
know where
mean,
he is from, and how he came to be here.
Didn't we also decide to accompany Lucifer back to the Feywild, or no? Am I mistaken?
I thought we
I-
were.
I think the agreement was we get the thing, and if Lucifer wants our help, and that's on him, he can request us to join. But other than that, we're pretty much off the hook here. It's his fight, right?
Can we go for a sightseeing trip?
Want to go to the Feywild?
It seems kind of cool now. It sounds pretty nice.
no, I mean, at the very least, we can send off Lucifer to go back to his home. I mean, he looks like he's in a hurry. Must be something important going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yes.
Lucifer,
Yeah, I'm
do
waiting.
you want to go home? Does ET want go home?
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want
Does
to wait
he
for
want to
100.
go?
That's basically my MO.
Okay.
How do you know how to use this fork?
Yes, but the druid knows. I still recall that he was talking about this tuning fork. So, ma'am, I know Lucifer can be brash or some maybe annoy people, but his family.
He's so not, but we will help him.
We just met him.
just met him.
Well, you did accept me as a family.
No,
Why
I
didn't
didn't.
accept him
Did I?
too? All right.
You're just my
okay.
acolyte, okay? You're just an underling. That's all.
Fucking beef. You be
According-
drumming. All right.
Oh, you're part of the Berry family, I guess.
The old Barry family here. Yeah, I throw Barry at Lucifer. Yeah, you did. All right, that's good.
No, don't waste Berry like that. You don't do
Oh,
that.
I
You
pick
cherish
it up
berry.
on the ground and eat
Pick
it.
it up. Yes.
Don't teach
You
him
learn.
the word.
Get rid of, is it?
We should go to Radoff now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's head off to Radoff.
Let's head off to Radoff. Hey. So, very quickly, let me do this part first. Anything else you need to do in town before heading off to Radoff is all I ask.
See.
Technically, you would
Okay.
have
Can I?
you would not head off. I mean, you can head off straight away right now. It's in the afternoon. It will take you roughly 2.5 days. You will reach there on the third day morning. Or you could go the next morning. Up to you. Up to you.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good then.
Next morning?
We should celebrate, man. Should celebrate. We kill a dragon.
Yeah.
That's huge. And
Round
Lucifer
of
here.
milk- a round of milk on me. Oh, sorry. Where's the guy that guy who promised me milk?
Oh, he did. Where's that? Where's that?
Mr. Baron, he promised me milk.
You're still in front of it, right? In front
Yeah,
of the
you guys
shop.
are standing in front of the Family
Yeah.
Minus Exchange. Brand is just off to
Yeah.
the side. Yeah, waiting for.
I just
Victoria.
scream, Mister, you promised me milk. We should celebrate.
Of course. Just in the evening, I'll join you all. We've got a bit of business to conduct. Victoria, once you are
Yeah.
free, please.
Yes, of course. All right. So let's celebrate for tonight, and we'll head off to Radoff in the morning. Sound good?
Yeah, if Lucifer decides to go on his own, at least we could break bread together, for one night first before we
Yeah.
say goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
we park the cart in the Stonehill Inn,
Mm-hmm.
and as everyone's kind of getting settled
Sorry.
down.
Do we have a horse?
Yes,
All our horses
I have
died,
my
is it?
horse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's always been
Like,
Victoria's horse pulling the cart.
All right. Okay. Cool.
My
cool,
horse. Hello. Please don't disrespect Dorte like that.
cool.
Oh yeah, that
He
horse.
died before.
Yeah, how many times?
Anyways, yeah. So once they've gotten situated, I will head back to the Miners Exchange.
Alright.
And-
Okay. And as you
Yeah.
see Bran standing outside, or Sizo, it just ushers you, please, over to here. And around the Fanlin Miners Exchange, just goes, that house over there, like I said, used to belong to the previous owner. I'm now in charge of it, and as I've searched, haven't found much except this. And he takes out a little piece of cloth, opens it out, and inside it just shows you a little feather. I found this in the gap, what seems to be a hidden space where she probably kept the items, but nothing left except for this. And he just looks at the feather, kind of picks it up with his cloth pointed towards you. You see this like whitish, small little tuft of feather, about 2 or 3 inches wide. It was a small bird, only species to be found is near the Neverwinter coast. Just looks towards you. I think I have an idea of where we can find her. As for your father's whereabouts, as one line of information dies out, I usually have to search for another. And I think I will go perhaps to Neverwinter soon after this. There is nothing much that I can gain from my information here, gathering here anyway. I will be selling off the Miners Exchange and the house to townsfolk here as well, and they will be in charge of that. As for you, what will you be doing, Victoria?
Honestly, I think I'll be here for a while longer.
And your father, is this not important to you anymore?
You know, I've had to come to terms with the fact several times that I may never see him again. And, you know, I've spent months before all of this looking far and wide, finding you, and, you know, and it's kind of given me, no offense, on a pretty wild goose chase. And I think, for now, I think I'll probably, I kind of just look back towards the inn, and I'm like, I think if I find him, I'll tell him all the crazy shit that I've been up to with my found family. And
not if I find him first, Victoria. And he just goes,
well,
I owe your father and you a debt, and I wish to repay it regardless. And it's not been repaid. I hate being in debt.
Yep, well, you let me know if anything crops up.
He goes,
I'll be here.
I will have many ways of contacting you, Victoria. As you know, the Black Network themselves are not the only people that I'm in contact with nowadays. Thanks to your Sildar, I can see some allies within the Alliance as well. But I'll leave that matter for another day. So, with that, kind of pats you on the back, on the shoulder. I guess this is another goodbye then. And good luck on your rest of whatever you wish to do on your journeys.
Yeah, thanks.
Just kind of like
You
nods.
too.
Goes, Victoria, take care of yourself. You're a much stronger fighter than I ever met you. And taking down that dragon was no easy task, that is for sure. Just be wary where your comrades and you take. The actions sometimes are a little bit dangerous, bit risky. Not always will you be so lucky. Yeah. And goes, well, if there's nothing else then, good luck. Just kind of nods.
I do point at the feather thing that he found, right?
Yep.
So, do you think if I could follow my own leads, maybe find them too?
He goes, you can try. You're welcome to do whatever you need to do. But for now, I've just gotten back, and there's been no word of any of this Shore or previous female here.
What was her name? Goddamn.
Halia, yeah.
Halia,
yeah. Halia
She goes, unfortunately, no word of Halia Thornton as well. And I do believe, however, that the closest place is still Neverwinter. They've gotten themselves probably some allies by now. And the more time I leave her alone, the less I'm going to find what's really happening. And I still wish to find your father and what happened to whatever it is younger sister you may have. And as you guys kind of like walk along the hills again, I just wonder sometimes the reasonings that your father took. Like, why wasn't he with his family? Why was he traveling by himself? And why did the bandits attack the coach? Take her daughter, your half sister. Why not just kill her like your mother did? I don't understand what's going on. And with that, I'm sure that there's a larger conspiracy at work.
Sure.
I can see you're tired. Go, have fun, enjoy yourselves. We will speak when there is time. Good luck. I don't think we will be.
You still owe Biff a drink, though.
He goes, takes out like 10 gold pieces, just dumps it into your hand. You get it for me. Tell him I'm sorry I cannot get it for him myself.
Fair enough.
And just kind of like walks away. Be good now.
You too.
And heads off back towards his house.
And I head back towards the Stonehill Inn.
Alright. All of you guys back in Stonehill Inn. So, you guys probably don't see Victoria like kind of sneak, like walk off as you guys all step inside the tavern again. Familiar place, you've all been here before. But as you guys get your round of drinks, you suddenly see Victoria walking.
Hey, come on, guys, let's go.
Oh, why are you bleeding?
He's gorging himself on wine. Anyways, hey, come on, let's have a drink. Oh my god, Biff.
Yeah.
I was like, Biff, you're
Let's
freaking
have
so
a drink.
Big. Yep. So, anyways, all right. I yell across the bar.
Mr. Brandy?
Around for everybody.
You see in front of you, I think your friends have probably already ordered around. You guys already have your ales. You have your milk. Technically, you haven't. No, you don't have your milk, Biff, because you're waiting on someone to order it for you, and nobody did. So everyone's got ale around them except you. But Victoria's here now.
Hey, I'm also waiting for my order as well.
Okay. As your order comes over. What do you order again?
What is your order?
Victoria, ma'am, Mr. Baron.
I'm feeling very brave today. I'm drinking milk tea.
Did you try to add some bubbles in?
It's the way of berry.
Boba, wow, boba.
Bubble milk tea.
Do you want to add the berries? Then that can.
Berry milk tea? Would you like some berry milk tea?
Yeah. Why not?
I'll just put like 5 in.
Alright.
There you go, boba tea.
Thank you.
Boba berry tea.
Okay.
So
the rest
I
of
go
you
to,
guys.
I head to Tola and it's like, I thumb over at Biff and it's like, keep him with a tankard full of milk all night. I kind of I slide over the 10 gold. It's like, just keep it free flowing.
10 gold worth of milk.
Yep.
Alright, I start a milk tab for your friend. Don't worry about it, yeah?
Yeah, thanks.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright. I look at Biff, it's like, look, Biff, look, Mr. Brand had something to do and he can't join us tonight. So he said that all the milk that you want tonight, it's on him.
I guess that's what he promised. Okay.
Yep.
As long as I got milk, then it's fine.
Yep. All right, everybody. I essentially stand up and address everybody. He's like, look, I want to congratulate everybody for surviving. You don't have to put me on the main screen here. My God, I feel so pressured now.
Speech.
Okay.
Ding.
Yeah. Okay. Look, we've been through a lot. We've definitely had some old faces leave, but new faces come in. And look, I would have never thought, like a couple of months ago, that I would be here. My dragon tally 2-0, but hey, what do you know, right? And I think tonight calls for celebration, and it's basically a chance for us to toast Lucifer farewell. because we're gonna be sending him off to back home, right? To the Feywild. And
To the Feywild.
yeah. And
Yeah.
look,
To the Feywild.
look, in front of us, we're all here, right? This is your chance to tell us, like, if you want us there, if you would really want us to follow you there, to assist you in whatever you need right now. You can let us know. But let's just tell you, like, whatever it is, we're behind you. Even if you decide to go home, this is a chance for us to say farewell. So, anyways, drink your hearts out tonight, and let's have more crazy, wacky, zany adventures together, all right? Yeah, I'm saying.
Alright, you clinks your glasses.
Yeah, be the food.
You drink, you cheers in the name of Pax Victoria. So
We kill the dragon!
News of you guys killing the dragon does spread very easily throughout the tavern.
Yeah.
And a couple of people just raise their glasses towards you. Hey! Dragon killers! And with that, festivities go on quite early throughout the days. But anybody who is drinking alcohol, please roll con saves. For fun.
Oh, motherfucker.
Which should be everyone except for you.
Can I drink until I puke? You can
Milk?
puke from milk.
Probably not. Not
Jackass style.
You need like so much.
You can.
so much
Have you
milk.
not done that? Like, have you guys not seen Jackass and then do exactly what they did, which is drinking milk until they puke?
No, I'm not that dumb.
I did that.
Jackass for a reason.
I mean, I don't exactly follow the example, but I have puked before and know it's not fun. How about that?
That's the thing that we just watch
Victoria.
on TV.
Victoria is the only lightweight, unfortunately. While everyone drinking happily, Victoria, you start to feel the wear and tear of the adventures you've had so far and realize that you haven't had proper rest. And for today, whatever reason, like whatever was on your shoulders before, dealing with whatever up in the dragon, with your father, even dealing with Saizo, feeling so many things kind of conclude themselves, kind of lift things off your shoulder. And you just pass out asleep. As everyone looks at Victoria, you see a singular, like, dragon-born smile as she just drifts off into a nice, sleepless dream. The rest of you guys are partying like fun. As you guys are drinking hard into the night. So, anything else you guys want to do before things happen?
Things happen, like
Right.
No. I'll do some spells, but yeah, no.
Can I try to inch closer to the guest on the right table and like eavesdrop for gossip or anything like that?
Gossip.
Make me a quick investigation check. Oh, just perception since you're not asking. Just perception. Since you're eavesdropping.
Perception, huh?
Alright. We'll be 25.
Wow.
You don't hear much gossip except for the fact that town's been busier. There's been a lot of like new business and tourist people coming in. There's a lot of like good folk like coming in and out, and they do mention some adventures. Possibly you guys like clearing up bandits and stuff like that around the area. So the town's never been safer. In fact, it's bustling with its energy ever since the previous incident.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing else really. You were 25, yeah. Nothing else really in town.
Okay, I'll tell Beef and then like maybe like exaggerate the story a little bit.
Ooh, oh my god. Damn.
Yeah, so there was a giant bandit. They said, they kind of battled together. Yeah.
But
They said the bandit had a frost giant with them.
but how about this? Like, who has a crush on who? Do you know that?
I don't know. I think you need to make a deception check there.
Oh, that's the real goss. That's the real
Sure, make me an insight check, Biff.
Net 20.
Wow.
Hey, so you can interpret that however you like, but you definitely know whatever he's telling you is just probably another tall story.
Yeah, tall story because I envy people who are much taller than I am.
No, but how about you? But how about you, Mr. Grignan? Are you not going to see Sister Gabrielle the night before we leave?
Enough already! I do not have anything with Sister Gabrielle!
Can with the net 20?
Can someone spike Beef's milk with some very hot vodka or something like that?
No vodka, please.
The first step is
I get a net
denial.
20. Do I glean anything from that?
From what? What do you wish to know?
Very visceral
Grignan.
reaction.
From Grignan? What do you wish to know about Grignan?
Like if he does have a thing, and if he doesn't, can I try to make it a
Grignan,
thing?
do you have a thing?
If he doesn't have a thing,
Please define thing. There are many things in the world, you define it.
Yeah,
if you said that, then that's definitely a thing. And then I start telling everyone else. Oh, like Sister Gabrielle?
Grignan has a thing. What's his thing? How much does it cost? Can you eat it?
No,
Can I go to pull Biff back to the table?
Oh, do you want to know, ma'am? Do you want to know the hot goss like right now?
Oh yeah, I've heard all about it. I think everyone knows now. Why don't you come back and talk?
She said, no, I don't know. Tell me all about it. Come here. Tell me all by myself. I want to hear it
And
all.
also-
Don't stop. The whole night.
Also, do you know that Ma'am Victoria has like a thing with the Mr. Falcon? Like that was like a slight thing, and then I start telling everyone else too.
Town Stanley, don't worry, I'll give you downtime to spread rumors during your downtime, okay? You can spend money on that picture, I'm sure it works.
Might never be able to come back.
Grignan, you walk around and Sister Garel is like, oh, what's going on? Why is everyone looking at us?
That was a good.
This is pointing.
That's it, and then I go sleep.
Okay,
If it's
so
going to sleep afterwards.
everyone else, if you guys not doing anything else, you can take your long rest again. Head back to your rooms. You guys all wake up the next day. Ready your journeys to go towards Neverwinter Woods.
Thunder tree.
Thunder Tree, yeah.
How long does it take for enhancing weapon?
Enhancing weapons, you have no way of enhancing weapons except through magical means. There are no magical enchanters here in town, so technically the only place you need to go to would be like Neverwinter and other bigger cities like Candlekeep, Waterdeep. Yeah, big cities you'll probably find some enchanters like that.
Okay.
But, you did hear from Agar like the best enchanters, the one that makes like the best armors with like magical properties is probably the dwarves in Mirabar and the dwarven cities up north.
So we can like order magical weapon here.
It will take some downtime days, but at least what it seems. Let me just double check. Downtime crafting. How much time will it take? Lengthy, expensive tasks. Let me just quickly check the downtime rule for this. Total cost is seemed to go for 8 hours each day. So in 25 GP increments per day. Is it? So like a 500 GP item would take 20 days to create.
Oh, okay. Good to
So
know.
Dragon Guard, technically calculated, it would take roughly about 50 to 100 days.
Oh, that's...
I need to double check the
okay.
amount.
It's a long ass time.
Actually, let me double
Yeah,
check
but
the
still,
correct amount.
downtime.
Same magical
So-
pricing list. With these dragon scales, you can probably definitely create a Dragon Guard armor with them. Dragon Guard. This is a dragon. Okay. Yeah, so dragon scale mail is about 4,000 GP. Divided by 25, I think it's going to take more than 100 days actually.
Ooh.
4,000
Okay.
in 25 GP increments, double checking. Spending the amount for each day of work until the consequence. 25 days, every day you spend is 25 GP per day until you finish 4,000. So 4,000 divided by 25. But 160 days.
Oh, that's a lot. And
That's-
also,
Let me just double check something. Is there any other way to get this? Yep. What else? Crafting an item.
oh my god, +1 weapon is 1,000 gold. Oh my god.
313, so technically very rare. Oh, that's how they calculate. Okay.
If
Okay.
we can get like a +1 shield,
okay,
that would be
so actually
cool.
it will take less time because you are that is the cost of creating the item without any scales. Now that you've got scales, it will be half the cost since you have the materials. So it only costs you 2,000. 2,000 divided by 25
80.
will only take you 80 days. Yeah.
That's not bad.
80
That should be,
days.
that's workable.
80 times 25. Yeah. 2,000 gold.
2,000 gold. Wow. Okay.
You can make a
don't
dragon scale mail, it seems. Out of the game, this one.
Okay.
What do you think, boss? Which one do you want? I don't have that much money.
This is white dragon. Ooh, interesting. The white dragons and
Should go to the things
dragons.
first.
Okay, so
We'll decide later.
yeah. Other than that, the journey towards Thunder Tree, straight to the high road. 2 days. Take you about 3.5 days to reach.
Three and a half.
Yep, 3.5 days. During this 3.5 days journey, nothing really happens unless you guys do anything else. So once you
I
guys
played
reach-
dice.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it possible if we stopping in, between travel, if I try to look for potion stuff?
Oops, yeah. Make me survival checks
Yeah.
every day for survival. I'll say every end of the day you can like search for potions during the long rest. Search for ingredients.
If I get my Mr. Owly while doing it, can I get advantage?
I'll say, yeah, sure, say okay, yeah. I'll just need to spot the same plants that you do, so you can have advantage.
Okay.
So 3 days worth of survival checks. Same. Okay.
Ooh.
First day is 16. Second day again. You have 28 lah, anyway. Second day, third day.
Sorry, wait. Sorry, do that thing first. It's still loading.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not coming out.
They're doing something weird.
Like it comes out in this thing. It doesn't come
Yeah.
out.
Try and do it without the dice.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Wait, how come? Okay, never
It's
mind.
you.
I'll take the
You got multiple.
20, 28, and 16. Okay. First day. What is your wisdom modifier again?
+8. Oh, sorry,
wisdom
plus 5.
modifier is plus 5.
5.
Okay.
5, yeah.
It's like plus 8.
Yeah, that was my survival.
God
Means you
damn.
have a 30. You have a 36 wisdom. Damn.
Yeah.
Plus 5. Plus another. Plus another 5, right? 26 plus 5, so it's 15. Okay. You find 24 batches of herbs during your journey. There is abundant green herbs as you travel. Other than that, anybody else doing anything during the 3 days of travel?
I'm gonna ask Victoria, Mother, can I practice horse riding with Dorte during our camp? As I don't want to put Falcon's lesson to waste.
Sure.
Yee!
Don't go too far. Because then I won't.
Do I need to roll for anything, DM?
What are you doing? Of course, animal handling checks, please. Every 3 days.
I'm just basically like I'm not gonna go fast. It's just like learning how to just trot.
Yeah, exactly.
Horse.
So at the end of the day, I'll say during the long rest when you guys camp, you go a little bit, like a few minutes around horse riding. Do it 3 times. Animal handling checks each day.
1, 2, 3.
Hey, you get pretty good every day. You get pretty good every day until the very last day. For whatever reason, Dorothy just like doesn't. Will listen to you, but just doesn't seem to turn the way you want to turn. And every time that you like ask it to move forward in a direction, she just like nails upwards and just flings you right off the horse.
But I don't think Dorte likes me. He tried to kill me.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Okay.
Okay.
My bum is painful now.
Nothing but a berry won't fix. I throw a berry at him.
No, don't waste the berry. I told you.
Why are you calling Victoria Mother? And I want to ask Gregor, why is calling Victoria Mother?
It's a
mommy shoe. I don't know that too.
The weird
Why,
thing is,
Mr.
Graydon's like 150 years older than her, so.
Look.
Well, I did lose my mother at an early age.
It's probably a projection thing. Look, I'm not too bothered by it. It's at a certain point, I just kind of roll with it. But I think, logically speaking, I am the group's accountant, overall, wellness checker, etc.
Yeah.
So
I see.
Take it how
Yeah,
take it
it's
how you
just out
see
of
it.
curiosity. Yeah.
Look, you can refer me as ma'am. Look, Biff has been calling me ma'am. Graydon calls me mom. You can call me whatever you want.
Okay then. I'll try to find something suitable to call you then.
So you know what? Don't. Don't try to find it.
Then I just smirk. Okay.
Lizard breath. Damn. Brutal.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So,
God.
as you guys all head towards Thunder Tree, eventually heading towards the little bit of ruins in the forest, you find Radoth's hut. And Radoth himself steps out to meet you all, in fact, in front of his hut.
That's fine.
As he steps out, you all were galloping really loudly through the forest. The creatures and my friends all informed me of your arrival.
Oh.
Towards you all. Did you find it?
Should we be careful about something?
Sorry?
Should we be watching out for something?
Oh, he goes, no, I was watching out for your return.
And hey, we made it.
So, did you find it? The fork?
Lucifer?
Lucifer will present the fork.
Looks at it. Looks old. Needs tuning. You say you are from Feywilds, correct? This points at you.
Last time I checked.
Can you summon a creature from there? You have a familiar.
Yep, snap my finger and my familiar pops up.
Right then. And he just takes out the tuning fork and looks at it. I will need about an hour to cast some incantations into it. After that, I will require the help of your owl friend. He will take it back to the Feywilds. And once he returns, the fork will be tuned towards your dimension, so to speak. Your realm.
Sure, I'll leave my owl here.
He goes, no worries, I will be right back. You all are welcome to do anything. For this is, if you are wishing to join him, I can send you all. Or do you just wish to go yourself?
I look at my teammates.
We all look at you.
Yep.
Like, it's just...
Easy,
like,
go home.
Fuck, that was spooky.
Guys, ready to settle up?
Oh.
It's gonna be
Wait,
a
you
while,
want us-
right?
Oh, you want us to come with you, Mr. Lucifer?
Sounds like an
Oh,
invitation.
Based on our last conversation that you guys are dying to come over to my place.
Yeah, what would you?
That's a that's a fuck tuning.
The old man.
Funny reception.
He's playing music on the
No.
fuck. It's not even serious.
And
to do
then
that.
I'll ask Lucifer, what will he do after he go home?
I'm doing my stream until 12
I have
Yeah.
affairs to. I have family affairs to take care of. May take a short while. You may take a long while. I can't tell. So I contact with my sister.
You'll be fine going there alone.
Do we know if he can go back, Mr. Ray? Like, ask the old man. I've never seen him before. I actually never seen him before. Like, can we go back if we go to the Feywild?
I would be there to send you, so I don't know how, but I assume since your friend got here, there is some other way for you to return.
Do you want to come with us?
No, he goes, no, unfortunately, my forest here and my friends require my aid. Just points around the trees, and you don't see any critters, but you definitely hear chirpings of like critters, of birds around.
Can you teach us how to use this fork?
He goes, it's not really a matter of teaching, it's a matter of whether you're attuned to the power. You would need to be a high-level caster to be able to do what I do.
I feel offended.
He goes, do not worry, with time you will also learn such abilities, but it is up to you whether you have learned them well or not. So, an hour passes as he kind of starts casting this green incantation of aura around the fork. After that, walks over to your owl, kind of pats it, hands the tuning fork, kind of ties it around its leg, just walks towards you with his fingers, goes, alright, send your familiar back to the Feywilds now. And you blink, creature.
My fingers?
Yeah. And the creature blinks out his distance. And he just goes, doo, doo, like stabs his staff on the ground. Doo. About 4 or 5 steps later, alright, now bring it back.
And my fingers again?
And as the owl comes back, you see the tuning fork around its leg. It's glowing this bluish, like greenish hue. It's kind of like turned from its previous blue color to like this greenish emerald color almost on the tuning fork, and it dissipates immediately after a while. He just takes the fork off. All right, we'll see whether this works then. Where do you wish to send you in the Feywilds?
To the city of Carador.
And he starts creating an incantations on the ground. He starts drawing with his staff this huge sigil, what seems to be this. It looks at first like a teleportation circle, but the way that he starts drawing the symbols around, it kind of circles around you guys, but it's not actually making a circle. Kind of like winds in between you all, like vines and trees, this murals and emblems on the ground. And he goes, "The horse and cart too, or just you all?"
Sorry?
The horse
Yeah.
and cart too, or just you all?
I think all of it, everything. If we can bring everything, yes.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
He goes,
Here we
"Fortunately,
go.
I can bring the horse, but the cart not. Only creatures, living ones, will be able to pass. Also, I
Right.
think your creature is
Yeah.
not exactly living, for he doesn't respond to me." And just kind of pats the horse, just like, "This is your pet, your familiar as well." Just looks at you, Victoria.
Yeah. She's. I need to look at the actual spell, like what is it actually?
He goes,
It's a spirit. It's a spirit.
He goes, "The spirit within this horse is not from this realm. It does not understand this place nor speak its language. But it understands you, and for whatever reason, it obeys you. So take good care of this one. And other than that, just good luck on this journey, for I will not be able to see where you land. There is a small chance you all would not technically make it back to this city that you speak of, this corridor. Might be on the outskirts, but still, you will be in the realm of the Feywild. Are you ready?" He just starts to clap his hands together.
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, let's go.
You see the aura around you, the aura of this like vines on the ground start to light up all around the cart, you, the horse. And he goes, "The cart will stay, horse will go with you. The rest, whatever you cannot take right now, you will leave behind here. I will leave it behind my hut, and take good care of you." And
Thanks.
with that, you see you all just vanish off the cart. Any equipment that you did not take off the cart does not go with you. Only the stuff that is on you right now. Your horse as well does not follow. As all of you get sent to like this white light in the center of this portal. So you get pulled inside. Get pulled through lines of light, purple, yellowish, greenish, all fly past you. You guys are like 6 points, 7 points of light just floating in the air, flying and whooshing through what seems to be an endless tunnel. And at the very end, this bright white light comes nearer. As it draws nearer and nearer and nearer, your eyes all refocus again. As you stand in what seems to be a very different forest all around you. As you look up to the sky, what was supposed to be like a dark sky, the evening sky is coming up, looks now like there is a mixture of light in the sky. White twilight mixing together with what seems to be a darkish reddish dusk. And all around you, you don't see any creatures, but the trees are massive, easily about like 300, 400 feet high. There is mist all around you, covering every kind of vegetation that you can see. Mushrooms, ferns, small little like twigs that kind of twist outwards and kind of sway in the wind. And as one of you guys kind of just like walk past, just moves backwards in and away from you. And as you guys all standing here figuring out what to do, Atris, Lucifer, you are back in the Feywilds. You recognize the forest. You look all around you. You don't see Carador or the city anywhere. It seems to have been teleported or moved to some sort of forest. You're not sure exactly where right now, but definitely.
Can I navigate myself?
Make me a survival check.
Not really my area.
Are we here?
With an 8, you're not so great with like seeking out distances from forests, especially in the Feywilds. You usually have tracks and like landmarks kind of follow. Looking around, it's hard to see where you've landed. There doesn't seem to be any visible landmarks. You're not really sure where you are right now. The land is familiar, the grass is familiar, the air smells definitely like the Feywilds. There's a sense of like mist and like aura moving through the air as you breathe in. It's almost magical, the air that you breathe.
Can I summon my familiar and have him fly up and give me a bird's eye view?
Okay. You summon your familiar, this owl comes back and looks around, immediately shoots up into the sky. Looking around you, you look into the owl's eyes. You are in what seems to be a dense vegetational forest. And not to say that in the center, you're off to the left side. Right in the center of the forest, you see what seems to be a barrier of light in between the clouds and the forest and the sky, like the shadow itself almost. You are standing in the lighter area of this forest, and the forest is divided with this completely dark edge, like this of shadow. Basically, the leaves and the sunlight doesn't seem to penetrate this area, this half barrier of light and darkness. And from that edge, like about 100 feet in the air, you guys look like to be kind of close to it, like almost a mile distance away from the black line of light. It just seems to stretch endlessly to each direction, this forest that you are in right now.
Wow. Your home is quite freaky.
The city of Carador should have some tall structures, taller trees and stuff, right? I cannot pinpoint
visible
the direction.
Yeah, a visible landmark. Right now, looking around, unless you guys, the only visible landmarks that you guys see right now is what seems to be a massive oak tree in the distance. Other than that, it stands easily 1,000, 2,000 feet above the other 300, 4-foot hundred trees. To the east, you see what seems to be like a temple, not say the temple, like almost like ruins covering half of the light, and the other half is within like the dark area.
Does it look familiar? Can I identify the place?
It does not look, any of those places don't sound at all or look familiar to you at all. But as you are looking through the owl's eyes, you see movement around you. Like there are small little figures moving very quickly in the forest trees, and they are slowly closing around you guys.
Okay, dismiss my owl and tell my teammates, guys, we're not alone. Gear up.
Oh no.
Alright.
I
So
took
you
out my
guys
weapon.
say that you hear in Elvish, in Sylvan basically, Lucifer, Pharaoh, Tuter, Theto! And out in the forest, you see this, like almost this dark elf with
Can I understand that? I can understand Sylvan.
Sylvan. Yes, you all understand Sylvan. If for those who understand Sylvan, he says, "Halt right there! You are trespassing on sacred ground." And you see this dark elf, this drow, walk right out of the forest, and he's holding a bow. This like crooked, almost it seems to be like edging around it. This fiendish edging around his bow, as he just points it towards you all. Fito, do not move. Stay still. And he commands to you all.
Okay.
You are surrounded right now. If you do not
He
wish to
said to
die,
stay still.
be still. And he just points the arrow towards you. And all of you all look all around you in the forest, up in the trees, around bushes. You see two beady eyes, like all around these areas. At least what seems to be 10 humanoids. And in front of them, a very sharp pointed arrow on bows, all pointed towards your direction. And with that,
I had a feeling you're not welcome here. Are you sure this is the right place, Lucifer?
and with that, as you say that out loud, one of the arrows from the man that is this dark elf that comes out just shoots right towards you, embeds itself into the side of the card. Quiet!
Oh, okay.
So if I look around, how many drows are there surrounding us?
It's hard to tell. And with that, here is where we'll end the session tonight. As you guys figure out how and where and what you are doing right now, and how you will get out of this predicament. As you are being surrounded by what seems to be drow elves within this part of the forest, and it seems you may have trespassed somewhere that you're not supposed to. We'll figure that out next session, but very quickly, I would like to have everyone's attention just to figure out what is the next course of this campaign. So since you've already finished the module, you're cool to follow this like storyline, this Lucifer's background storyline. We're gonna do like a short like arc section in the Feywilds and everything. It could probably take you all the way to like level, maybe even 10. It depends. 8 to 10 I would say.
Ooh.
Yeah, it will depend how long. It depends what you guys do and how it goes on. I created like a small like mini campaign for Lucifer's background story here in the Feywilds. You guys can follow that, and whether Lucifer continues following you guys after the campaign or not is totally up to him as well lah. But basically, it will kind of tie up his storyline here. You guys will all be joining in since you all go together already. This will be a.
Let's not turn him back now.
Yeah, this will be a homebrew
Yeah.
adventure. Yeah, this
Yeah.
will be considered a homebrew adventure
Nice.
that I was written for you.
Nice.
And we will call it, I will give you all the title now, Into the Feywilds. Very simple. Okay.
Nice.
This reminds me of the old RPG action Demon Stone.
Yes.
You
kind
got
of.
involved in this like elf versus drow war.
Oh, lots there, man.
Yeah.
You'll find out who these people are and where they are from. And Lucifer could probably talk about it in chat with you guys lah, if you remember part of your elf storyline. But yeah, you will be dealing with a lot of farewell stuff. So if you're interested in all that, please continue. I hope you guys like still continue the game. After this campaign is over, this history thing is this little backstory thing is over, we'll figure out again what we want to do, whether we want to play another module or continue with other backstory stuff, or we just play a very homebrew game. You guys decide what you want to do, and we'll just focus on that lah. How about that?
Oh.
All right.
I mean, if that's what
Okay.
you want to try, I don't mind doing.
Okay,
So this game technically changing now from a module towards a more homebrew style game already lah.
Homebrew.
Okay.
Oh my god, exciting.
Okay.
Got it.
But still XP
Make it
leveling. Still XP leveling. Here in the Feywilds, you don't think you will be able to get any downtime or anything. It will most likely be a play-by-play situation.
Survival.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Good
level
luck,
5.
guys.
Can
'Cause
we
I did want to give you 100 days to do downtime and anything you need to do and stuff like that. But since you guys so adamant on going, let's do it into the wilds. into
But
the
that makes more
wilds and go.
sense, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
Lucifer
more-
won't
yeah.
stay for like 100 days to
I
go
mean,
back.
to Lucifer, it really is depend on him. Like 100 days for him is like a minute. Yeah,
I
true.
cannot justify.
Yeah, you cannot justify that. That's true. You do your best to get back there as fast as you can. Yeah, okay. So with that, let's end the session here today, guys. Thank you very much for joining in. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next
Thank
week
you.
for our
Thank
new
you.
campaign. Into the
GG, guys.
It's GG, guys.
Yeah.
I will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Good night. And is it?
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah, I have a backup just in case if Lloyd died.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah,
We haven't even started the new campaign yet.
Yeah, but the Feywild I
I've
know
already
is a
two
very
characters
bad place
prepared ready.
for
Don't jinx
humans.
it.
It's a very bad place for humans.
Alright.
I mean, why the fuck are drows on the surface?
Interestingly, I think there's a war.
Yeah,
No,
Gonna be a
because
war
if
between
Do we know?
Elijah
just
and-
continue, I'm gonna yell out roll initiative.
No, but
Wait,
Ella,
so,
hey,
Well,
oh,
Bruno will join you because, you know, he has his, you know, their arch nemesis.
yeah,
Yeah,
my guess is Drow invasion.
so drows are, like generally bad. Like these drows, like
Unless
that's
they are-
also-
I'm not gonna
Unless
say
they take
nothing.
Israel,
I'm not gonna say nothing because you're all assuming a lot of things without much information. But just
Yeah,
know that the
so-
Feywilds and the Feyrun are two
Right.
completely different realms. Yeah, and
Yeah.
the way
Yeah,
people
yeah.
govern things there could be very different from what you expect. Okay, with that,
Interesting.
see you guys lah. I gotta make a movement. I gotta chow already. Take care.